before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KDK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go. Prepare for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's off to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion.
I can't breathe. Stop.
And here we are. Hello, everyone. And, oh, I better turn my microphone up a little. Okay, hopefully that's a little... No, it's not. Hello? Why is my mic so low? You know, I think I had to check some settings here. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I am KDK. This is KDK's Lunatic Fringe. Okay, that's better now. Thank you for tuning in, especially after the mess that went on here last week. Now it's too loud. Let me turn it down a little. Before I go anywhere, I need to address what happened here last week. As anybody who listened last week knows, I went apeshit on the air. It was very reminiscent of the night that we broke Blackout's brain and he snapped on the air. Because I had an aneurysm last week on the air, and I need to start out by apologizing. I know I offended probably every single person who listens, and all I can say is that's I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
What?
I was thinking the same thing about the Blackout reference about how you just like had like a totally mental breakdown.
Yeah, I had a meltdown on the air, and I want to apologize. See, this is how it started. Atlantic Dimensions produced a parody video for the show and about KDK, and I hadn't spoken to Monkey Richie in a while, and the last I had really spoken to him was through the Blackout Sports chat room, and he had made a comment about me kissing Blackout's ass or sucking up to Blackout, so I was thinking that, okay, Atlantic Dimensions must be mad at me for some reason. And then I saw the parody video, and because of where I was coming from and thinking Atlantic Dimensions were mad at me, I thought it was an attack on me. Well, partially because I guess I have a poor sense of humor about myself, too. So I went apeshit on the air, and I attacked everyone, and I pissed off everyone. And even though it was a very good show, last week's show will forever be lost to the sands of time because it's already been deleted. The pranks and all, everything from last week is gone because it's a wound I'd rather not poke sticks in and rub salt on. But the important part is that because of me snapping on the air, and because of the backlash that followed, I had an epiphany, and I sort of came to my senses and realized that, not just last week, but I've been a very angry person for quite a while. And it's probably mostly due to my manic mood swings. And I had thought that I was out of my depressive cycle, and I thought I was in an upswing for quite a while, and I realized that I wasn't. because I've been angry and unhappy for a lot of the time, and it's weird how your attitude about your preconceptions about people will affect their behavior towards you, and I was thinking about that. And particularly at work, a lot of times I meet old people, and my mindset is always, as soon as an old person walked up to me, I was like, I hate you because you're old, and old people aggravate me. And when you have an attitude like that, human beings operate on somewhat of a subconscious level, and that we can read each other's behavior, and we can tell how we feel about each other just by the way we approach each other, sometimes even before we say anything. And because I was sending bad vibes off to people, you know, letting them know that I don't like them, I was basically making them angry with me. So, but the important part is that I realized what was going on. Without the help of medication or psychiatric help, oh, sorry about that, I realized that I had a problem. And I needed to lighten up and stop taking myself and the show so seriously. And I realized that I was getting full of myself, and I had a big head, and I was arrogant, and a lot of you people don't know, like, a lot of the fucked up shit that I've been doing behind the scenes because I don't talk about it on the air, and maybe you guys only listen to me once a week during this program. You don't know what happens in my life during the week. But I've been going around being an asshole to pretty much everybody for a long time. For example, I've been over at Social Crime saying, I'm not paying to broadcast on your station because I'm above that, because I'm KDK, damn it, I'm an internet celebrity. I could be on any internet radio station. If you booted me off your network, anybody would be glad to take me. And that's just one example of the dicky attitude that I had. Another one is me making like ridiculous demands over at Social Crime. Like, for another example, last week, shortly after the program, I asked Paige to remove Atlantic Dimensions calls from the playlist. And, you know, if I'm mad at somebody, it's even if I'm pissed off at somebody, it's way out of line for me to make a demand like that, because it's not my network. I have no right to make a programming decision like that, obviously. I'm only here for 3 or 4 hours a week, and when they play my prank calls during the week, and it's just not my call to say something like that. And, of course, I asked Ted to remove Atlantic Dimensions videos, and he did. But the one thing that turned everything around, the one thing more than anything else that caused me to come to my senses, is when Hellbringer had the site shut down. Last week, the site was shut down for about 12 hours because he wrote an email complaining about the Nick Berg beheading, the Iraqi beheading video that I was hosting on the site. So, of course, instead of sending me an email and warning me that they were going to shut me down if I didn't take it down, they just took me down, and the site was down for about 13 hours. And that's the one thing that broke the camel's back in me, made me realize that a lot of times when people are messing with me, it's because I'm pretty much bringing it upon myself with my behavior, my attitude towards everyone. So, this week I've been contacting everybody that I've been mean to or unjust with for the past couple months, and I've been apologizing to people. And I apologize to Atlantic Dimensions, and I apologize to Hellbringer, and I apologize to Pedge and Mark the DJ, and Ellen and Jiggy Jaguar, and everybody that I've been a dick to. Sort of like an alcoholic. You know, when you're an alcoholic and you stop drinking, they tell you to make peace with everybody that you've had fallouts with, because it was the alcohol that was dictating your behavior. And I've also quit smoking weed for a little while, and that was probably another contributing factor to my wild mood swings. But I'm not going to get into this anymore. I'm going to go grab myself a beer. The important part is that we're back. No, Zach, I'm not going to cry. I did a lot of crying earlier in the week, but I'm done with that now, and I'm happy. And I feel like I really am now on an upswing, and I feel like going outside again. I feel like going out and doing things and getting sunlight and being with people other than Keith. And if you're not manic depressive, it's hard to understand how these cycles go, but maybe we'll talk a little bit about it later on tonight, because I actually went to a medical website and did some research about manic depression and bipolar disorder and agoraphobia. And, well, the important part is that we're back, and the fact that we're back and we're together and everything is copacetic is a testimonial to the bond of friendship that the Prank Call Underground has. with me and Atlantic Dimensions and Hellbringer and everybody else. And I, for one, would like to say that it feels good to have everybody back. Hellbringer has been away for far too long, and it's good to have you back, bro. So let's get on, now that I'm done with all the bullshit. Let me get on with the program. I'm going to go grab myself a beer. In the meantime, I wanted to play this song, which was produced by Eric Idle from Monty Python, in defense of Howard Stern.
Here's a little number I wrote the other day while out duck hunting with a judge. Fuck you very much, the FCC. Fuck you very much for fining me. $5,000 a fuck, so I'm really out of luck. That's more than Heidi Fleiss was charging me. So fuck you very much, the FCC, for proving that free speech just isn't free. Clear Channel's a dear channel, so Howard Stern must go. Attorney General Ashcroft doesn't like strong words, and so he's charging twice as much as all the drugs for Rush Limbaugh. So fuck you all so very much. So fuck you very much, dear Mr. Bush, for heroically sitting on your tush. For Halliburton, Enron, all the companies who fail, let's send them a clear signal and stick Martha straight in jail. She's an uppity rich bitch, and at least she isn't male. So fuck you all so very much. So fuck you, dickhead Mr. Cheney too. Fuck you and fuck everything you do. Your pacemaker must be a fake, you haven't got a heart. As far as I'm concerned, you're just a pasty-faced old fart. And as for Condoleezza, she's an intellectual tart. So fuck you all so very much. So fuck you very much, the EPA, for giving all Alaska's oil away. It really is a bummer when I can't fill my Hummer. The ozone's a no-go zone now that Arnold's here to say the nuclear winter games are going to take place in LA. So fuck you all so very much. So what the planet fails, let's save the great white males, and fuck you all so very much.
Yay. And that was Eric Idle from Monty Python. He's also the guy who does the song I'm going to be closing the program with tonight, the Galaxy song. Very talented musician, very talented comedian, very wealthy man, and he doesn't need to waste his time making songs like this, except that he feels so strongly about the FCC. And that's very cool that somebody's so you have no idea the kind of Monty Python money that's going on out there. Because their stuff has been released and re-released and re-released so damn many times that Eric Idle never needs to work again. I think it's really cool that he would write the song and then release it with like no royalties, no copyright on it, so that I can play it on here and not. First burp of the night. I need like a little ding sound for like every time I burp. Ding. Dork is asking what's with the season finale, so I need to get into that now. And this has nothing to do with the fallout that's happened. It's just something that I've been feeling for a while, and I'm basically getting a little burned out on all the prank calls and doing the show here every week, and I need to take a little break. So I've done it before, and I'm going to do it again now. And tonight is the last time that you're going to be hearing a live broadcast for a couple weeks. Probably not for a long time, because I know I probably can't stay away for very long before I have the uncontrollable urge to start doing it again. But I will keep the show will still be on Social Crime. I'll probably play old episodes or best ofs or something like that. So everybody who's used to, Zach says, get a bell, get like a little bell I can ring every time I burp. But if you want to tune into Social Crime and the people who come here every week to hang out in the chat room with their friends and everybody that they know from listening to the program, you'll still be able to, because I'll either be playing old episodes or I'll be doing best of or something, and maybe I'll get on the mic live if I feel so inclined. But I need to take a break from all the editing and the prank calls and work on the site and everything, and I don't know, gather my thoughts and collect myself for a little while. But I'll be back. I could probably never give this up for good. And let's talk about what we're going to be doing tonight. We talked about how when I would ape shit on the air, so let me cross that off. We talked... How about... I'm not sure if everybody's seen this, but there's a new video up on the bulletin boards at kdkprankcalls.com that was made by Misham Devil and his brother Stan the Man, who is in the chat room right now. And it's basically just him jumping off the roof of his house and landing on the ground and promoting KDK. And although I think it's very cool, I should probably be responsible and say that nobody should ever do something that would end up hurting themselves trying to help promote KDK. Absolutely. I felt bad, like, even putting it up on the site, like, feeling like I might be encouraging people to do, like, stuff like that. But the important part is he didn't get hurt. And it did come out funny, so you can go check that out sometimes. He jumped off the roof 3 times, and he made, like, a video of it, and it's all muddy outside. You can see by the 3rd jump, he's, like, completely covered in mud. But they're having fun, and nobody got hurt, so I guess it's okay. Later on tonight, we'll be playing, there's an awesome new Pindar song. It's about and devoted to Pindar, and before I play it, I'll give people warning a couple minutes before I play it so that everybody who's listening on PCU can switch over to Social Crime and listen to it in stereo, and then go back again if you want. But you need to hear it in stereo because it's an awesome techno song produced about Pindar, and I also have a funny clip of Pindar from the chat room that I haven't even heard in a long time, and I listened to it today and it was pretty damn funny. We have a bunch of new Atlantic Dimensions calls that I can play later on today. I'll be talking about the Mark the DJ and Mariah drama. I'll be giving away a copy of our last CD, and I'll be reading the email, amongst other things. Of course, we'll be making live prank calls like we always do, so if you have ideas for live prank calls, you need to go to kdkprankcalls.com and click on where it says chat room, join us in there, and you can send me a private message with the info about who you want me to call and the phone number and everything. If you're on IRC, it's it's irc.centralchat.net. And the room is KDK. Also, I need to give out my new AIM name because I canceled my AOL account, so my old AIM name is no longer active. So everybody who thinks I've been in seclusion or sequestered, I'm not. I just have a new name, and the old name, KDK Prank Calls, won't be active anymore. So if you ever see anybody on it, it won't be me. It'll be somebody else. So if anybody comes after you with KDK calling you an asshole or something, number 1, it's not me, and number 2, I would never do something like that out of the blue anyway. So the new name is just simply KDK Pranks if you need to contact me during the week. It's not open right now, so if you want to send me the private information or just make comments about what I'm saying on the air, you need to join the chat room. And let me see what people are saying in the chat room right now. Burp number 2. That was a little one. Little Evil Neo has a bunch of interesting names and numbers for us to call this week from peoplepages.com. We have Lee Soo Wing. I wonder if they're related to our R-Wing. Maybe, because I see that she's giving me country codes and city codes, so that must be a foreign number. Maybe that's Wing's husband or something. Or maybe Lee is Wing's real name. Lee Wing? That sounds like it could be it. Dean Dickensheet. Dean Dickensheet. Milton Dickensheet. Hans Dickensheet. Regan Coover Chichest. Quinlan Thickens, Pinky Stinky. There's two people in the world named Pinky Stinky. What's that? Yeah. Tawanda Buckelt, Frida Tuckfelt, When I Pomfu. When I Pomfu. That sounds like a good foreign name to call. Suckin' Fugfup. Suckin' Fugfup. Gopal Ramnahor, Ekrem Slipik, Buddy Sigwing, Rangarjan Titty, Ink D Bagingito, Camille Levington, Joydy Hedad, Seth Headgate, John Hooker Jr., Wilbur Bibby, Monina Limjuso. What? Yeah. Wilbur Bibby, Osnell Simplice, Deodan Simplice, Jouchim Lippenkopf, Lee Soo Wing again. Okay, so that must be the real Wing, because she's given me the number 3 times, so it must be important. Mr. Satan from the chat room also has a bunch of phone numbers coming in for classified ads. We have looking for a ride. That one's in London. Okay, let me just read exactly what it says. Looking for a ride from Brantford or surrounding area to London. Call Jen. Will she ride in the back of the truck with the pigs? Okay, that's his suggestion. He wants me to call up and ask if she'll ride in the back of the truck with the pigs. Salt and pepper shakers wanting to buy. Finally, somebody to buy your penis-shaped salt and pepper shakers. Okay, the pepper's a penis, the salt is a vagina, and they fit into each other just like real life. Wanted, rifles, shotguns, restricted weapons, discretion assured. Restricted weapons? Your deal with Osama fell through, and you have some missile launchers and anti-tank weapons to get rid of. I love how Mr. Satan is not only giving me the numbers, but giving me ideas for what we can do with them. That's cool. Cloth diapers, 26 diapers, 6 with liners, 20 extra liners, 7 plastic pants with a pail barely used, $80. Anybody want to buy some soiled diapers? Will they fit on an adult? He wants me to call up and say I have an adult diaper fetish and will they fit on me? Does Jill have a problem with incontinence? I don't know. You suppose maybe Edgar would have an incontinence problem. Maybe that's why he's always looking for his pants. He always needs clean pants. To give away 2 hamsters, 1 male, 1 female, with cages, accessories, and shavings. The gerbils keep getting stuck. Maybe hamsters will work better. Oh, you get it? The gerbils keep getting stuck. Free 5 outdoor cats, 1-year-old neutered and spayed. He suggests that I call saying I want them for target practice, or because I'm calling from a Chinese restaurant. A 6-person hot tub. Does it come with 6 people? Are they male or female? And then the good old standby funny names. Dick Fart, Christy Burp, Timothy Urine, Kim Condom, Danny Puke, D Snot, Loretta Cum, Abdullah Bin Laden, Manuel Mary Jana, and London, Ontario. Jim also does the classified ad thing, so he has Don Sneed, a gay activist who said he found the God number which proves God exists. So he believes he found the God code, the Omega code, or whatever they call it. Charles, him and his friends hit each other in the head with flower pots and were hospitalized after they got into a fight about Christmas presents. Oh my God. Helen, 76 years old, she fought off a burglar with a knife. Wow, I don't want to prank somebody like that. I like feisty old people like that. God bless her. Jade pendant pin over 100 years old, $25,000. Wow, definitely a rich old lady selling her 100-year-old jade pendant for $25 grand. And here's a simple ad: always buying anything, so I can call up and try to get him to buy weird shit. Wanted to buy old newspapers from Nashville. And there's no number with that one, so I guess you won't be doing that one. We have a Gibson banjo from 1964 for $2,300. A sugar glider baby, $150. I looked it up. It's some sort of flying squirrel. Okay, so we can call up someone about buying their sugar glider baby flying squirrels. I need some flying squirrels. 3 Shania Twain tickets for $619. Ooh, for $278. Found old pictures belonging to the Hudlow family. Antique liquor bottle. An antique liquor bottle worth I don't know. I'd like to be both the person who would be willing to buy an antique empty liquor bottle for $75 and the weirdo who kept it for all these years. Okay, a toilet seat for $25. Playboys, 1980 and older. And then some old working numbers for Darlene Wilson. She was the horse lady. And Tom, the ugly, useless furniture guy. We called him a couple weeks ago. And then Tom and Krista from the editors of the Pagan Institute report. Keebler says, me and Rebel did some preliminary pranks today, pissing off girls, so we're going to call in later when Rebel is back from his party around 11 our time and do some follow-up calls on them. Okay, if you're going to call up and hit on girls, that's probably not going to be funny, and it's going to last forever, and that's probably a bad idea. David Fugly, Sexaholics Anonymous, Jeremy Hurlbutt, Krista Gehrig, Christopher Columbus, Dahlia Levinsky. Hellbringer says, let me read this beforehand so I make sure I'm supposed to read this on the air. Okay, I guess I can read this on the air. No, maybe I shouldn't. Hellbringer is just saying that he's not the one who reported us and got the site shut down. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if somebody did even report us. It could have been just on a whim. Poweb was searching the FTP and found it, or I'm sure I'm sure the Berg video pissed off enough people. Or did I say David? I meant Nick. I'm sure the Berg video pissed off enough people so that anybody could have reported me. I didn't post a Berg video trying to rub salt on old wounds or aggravate or upset the Berg family. At the time, I felt it was important that everybody see it and understand where we're coming from and what happens to our people and what danger they're in when they're over there at all times. And Ryan says, let us know when you come back. Well, Ryan, technically I'm not going to be away. The show will still be continuing, but it just won't be live for a couple weeks. So I encourage everybody to keep coming back and hang out with your friends in the chat room and have fun with each other. Maybe hang out in the Ventrilo and talk with each other over at socialcrime.com. The wing number is the number to wing, the musical old Asian lady. Okay, so Neo is sending us the phone number for wing. But you know what? I've never dialed a phone number out of the country before. I'm not even sure how I would.
Neo, you are the shit.
Yeah. Keith says Neo is the shit. And I've been talking for a while, so I'm going to play one of these new Atlantic Dimensions prank calls. I'm just going to start from the top, because they posted 7 new ones on the site, 2 of which I believe I've played on the air already here. So I have 5 all-new Atlantic Dimensions prank calls to share with you tonight. So, okay, this one is called Wild Bird. You can find this and the rest of the fine Atlantic Dimensions prank calls at AtlanticDimensions.com, and I'll be right back.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Who is this, please?
Yes, you have the president.
I do?
Uh-huh.
Well, this is Tally Windrill, and I was wondering if you had something for sale?
No. I had a bird cage for sale, but it's sold.
Oh, it's sold?
Uh-huh.
I have a bird here. He's just flying around the house. I have nothing to put him in. No containment area or anything.
Well?
I was really hoping for this bird cage, and twice he almost made it out the door.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know either. He flies and starts attacking me with his beak in the back of my neck when I walk by him, and he has me cornered here in the room.
Put him in a sack.
Put him in a sack?
Uh-huh.
I hope that will work. I got one chance to get him in there, and he's going to be very angry.
Yes, he will.
Well, I hope I do it, and I hope I can do it and get a bird cage. I can, funnel the sack inside the bird cage and get him in there.
Yeah, I imagine you can.
And do you have a sack for sale?
No, I don't have a sack for sale. You get those at the grocery store.
You think do you think he'll suffocate?
No,
I guess I can try that, I guess. Maybe if I had, a fishing net or something. That would be a little easier. I guess I'll try to use a pillow sack till then.
Yeah, that would work.
And do you have some kind of net or anything?
No, I don't have a net.
All right, I'll try to deal with it. And I'm running out of Band-Aids.
Well, they sell those at the store, too.
All righty, then. Thank you very much, I guess. I'll try someone else, see if they... Hello? Well, that was a little mean, I think.
Please enter the number you wish to call.
AtlanticDimensions.com.
And we're back. And I should probably apologize for the way I sound, because I probably sound a little out of it. Probably because I'm not impaired tonight yet. I haven't been drinking any alcohol, and I haven't been smoking any weed for the past couple days. So I probably sound like a little mellow, like medicated or something. But it's just because I woke up, like, shortly before I came on the air here. I couldn't get any sleep last night. I'm up late, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm watching boring movies, hoping it'll help me put me to sleep, because if I'm laying down, I could watch the world's most interesting movie and still fall asleep. But I couldn't fall asleep. So I sat all the way through Walt Disney's The Watcher in the Woods, with commentary. And then I was starting to feel tired, and then I feel someone groping my penis at 5 in the morning. And I ended up having to have sex at 5 in the morning, and then I couldn't fall asleep after that before I had to go to work. So I worked all day without any sleep today, and I came home and I took a nap for about 3 hours. And I still feel like out of it. I woke up and it felt like 8 hours had gone by, but I still feel like out of it. I have one of those moments where you wake up and you're not sure what day it is or how long you've been asleep. So I'm not really tired anymore. It was a good nap, but I still feel like I'm not all there yet. Like I'm not completely woken up yet. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of people feel the way I do, in that it feels really good to have everybody back with us again. And it felt really good the other night to actually go back on Yahoo after I haven't been on there for a couple months and go in there and mess with good old Pindar. And of course, he's still in there after all this time. After all this time, he's still in there giving out my personal information, except that he thinks that Sally Windrill is me and that I'm black. You remember that weird Yahoo profile of the black guy? He thinks that really is me. So that's pretty funny. And he keeps giving out my personal information, and then every time he does, Hellbringer's there giving out his personal information, and you think he would actually wise up and stop giving out people's personal information so that his isn't read out over the air, but he just kept going on and on. Actually, he probably had Hellbringer muted so he couldn't hear it, which makes it even funnier for everybody else who was listening. But it was good. We had a fun time. Oh, my headset is like really fucked up. I need to go get a new headset. This one is literally held together with Scotch tape. And you can hear the cats going ballistic in the background because they're being fed. But the good news is after they eat, they'll be quiet. Mouse has been a real pain in the ass lately. Just constantly meowing at the top of her lungs for no reason. At 4 in the morning. Reminds me of when she was in the heat. And it sucks not to have air conditioning. We have a lot of people listening. We got 59 people listening, so everybody go to the chat room and join in on the fun at kdkprankcalls.com or irc.centralchat.net. Jesus says, oh, Jesus has a new prank call. Awesome. I'm gonna have to copy and paste this into a window so that I can play it later, because that's not a downloadable link. Let me make sure I got it. Okay. Well, I hope you stick around, Jesus, because I'm going to be playing that. I haven't heard it yet, so we'll be listening to it for the first time on the air later tonight. And I'm not sure. Monkey Richard, did you guys ever put up the Atlantic Dimensions video back on the site, or the KDK video back on your site? Because I think you should. I look at it now and I think it's funny. The first time I saw it, I was just seeing it like from the wrong mindset. I was coming at it with my own like mental baggage, personal baggage. But now I think it's fucking funny as hell.
Might I say I quite enjoyed it too.
I know you tried to tell me that you enjoyed it last week, and I just wasn't having any of it because I don't know.
Hey, we all get like that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, God damn, my fucking headphones are all. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to sit still. I can't move my head with these headphones tonight. It's getting like weird crackly feedback or some shit. Pardon me while I take a drag off my cigarette. It's not weed. Don't worry. For those of you who don't know, Pindar is simply just a crazy old retired guy, and his life revolves around being on Yahoo all day and talking about his theories, like he believes he was abducted by the government and he was exposed to some sort of rainbow radiation while he was working on the muon generator for the government, or he's completely nuts, which is what makes him one of the things that makes him so interesting. Another one is that he's so angry. I've never seen a person with like more anger and hate in them than Pindar. But I have a funny Pindar clip. It was recorded from the chat room, and I'm not sure if even Atlantic Dimensions have ever heard this since I recorded it, because I just stuffed it into a folder and forgot about it. But it's some funny fucking shit, and I'm going to play it just to help explain exactly who Crazy Old Pindar is when I play the Pindar song in a few moments here. So,
I had a friend that spent a few weeks in Tibet and learned some voodoo. Anyway, I died once about 3 years ago, and that friend of mine brought me back using voodoo.
That friend of mine brought me back using voodoo. This is recorded from a Yahoo voice chat, so I should have said that it's a voice chat. Duh.
I guess you could say I'm a bit of a zombie. Are there any zombies in here other than myself?
No, Chuck. I didn't believe it when she called me on my phone either. One of the three.
Hello, man. You had a zombie chick call you on the telephone, Pindar?
You got it. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
She want to zombify you, man.
I called my neighbor the next day to find out if he knew who the hell this was. I thought it was one of his relatives, and he had no idea who this individual was either.
This female that's talking to you right now?
Well, the line's all monitored now. Something called the Annoyance Bureau.
No, I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, Bob Dylan, he got recorded. And then he made a mistake calling the National Laboratory in Los Alamos. They come in and told me about it last night. I wanted to know if I'd back off, and he'd back off, and I said, it's out of my hands. It's up to the FBI and National Security Agency now. I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, I'll do it. Real quick. The FBI pops in, and they'll take care of it quick.
Hi, Sage.
Yeah.
One of the things that Pindar always does is he always makes up like weird departments of the government that are going to be investigating you if you mess with him because you're harassing the elderly. And I should apologize for the sound quality because this is recorded from a Yahoo voice chat, so the sound quality is not that great.
I work for the FBI, but I just can't tell you my name. What's the problem?
Hi there, Sage. You want to call Pindar? I can give you his number.
Well, you do that, and I'll have the FBI pick you up and prosecute you. It's my last warning to you. Don't ever do that again, and don't give my number out. Lines are monitored, and you'll be in a world of shit just like a little old Bob Dylan, a.k.a. David DiNatrio is.
Nah, that's cool, too.
See, the part I always love is how he always complains about people giving out his personal information, and he does it all day long. Probably everybody who goes into Yahoo, he thinks is me, and he just starts giving out my personal information. And I should say that I have never once received a phone call that I would attribute to having come from a Yahoo chat room. So he's been doing this for months and months and months to no avail at all.
Give me his phone number, he'll get it to me. It's all good.
Alright, hold on a minute. I'll post it in the chat. Get some pen and paper.
Man, I'm calling the FBI so that they could be in on this, and this is dead serious, baby.
Alright, you got pen and paper?
The Annoyance Bureau is who you contact after you set a police record. And Sally doesn't realize she now has a police record for calling unauthorized to my telephone. Now she's going to give the number out. She's going to get picked up, hauled into jail, and then prosecuted. And you think this is a fucking joke, lady? I got news for you. You should never started this shit, kid.
When I'm in jail, I get one phone call, and you know whose phone's going to ring, don't you?
You're in the psychiatric hospital.
Oh, shit!
This broad doesn't realize it's serious.
Said she's going to call you on the phone in jail, man.
Better call her lawyer. Yeah, she's nuts, Stardust. Called me on the phone, rattled off like this shit, too. I let it pass this time, but from now on it's going to be go for the throat.
And I'll give the number to all the questionable inmates.
Damn.
They'll need a place to stay after
How many of them have to go to prison before they realize I meant what I said? Don't fuck with me.
When I go to prison, I'll give the inmates your number. They'll need a place to spend when they get out. Does your couch pull out to a bed, Pindar?
Hey, Joe, would you like to have a broad like that calling you?
Yeah, I think I've already got one or two of them kind of chicks calling me the other days, man.
Just a minute, I got a phone call.
Hurry up and answer.
So, Sally, is that you calling him or what?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm back. No, that wasn't her, Sage. That was a very masculine voice.
Shit. They can try and call my house all they want, but they're just going to hit the answer machine.
No, he just had brief instructions for me. Chuck, one guy that called me is a cancer patient. He has lung cancer, and he got caught up in this scam bullshit. So I talked to him for a little bit, and he was for real.
That's the part that I love, is I call him doing the Joe voice, and he thinks he really honestly believed, he totally bought it. He thought I was like an old guy with lung cancer, and you hear him in a moment, he says, he obviously had problems speaking. I have, not only have I missed Hellbringer and Atlantic Dimensions for the couple of days that we were mad at each other, but I miss Pindar.
And he didn't realize that he'd been scammed by these fucking mental cases. And I just told him I'd talk to him in the room anytime and wished him the best of luck with his treatment and all. And he was for real. You know, you could tell he had breathing problems and obvious medical problems.
Yeah. Prison problems suck.
Hope Sally likes prison food.
Then just think, when they make the food and what they do and put into it, and when they serve that slop to you, you got no choice but to eat it.
Starts talking to them when they pick her up. Starts talking to them like she did to me about gray aliens. She'll never get out.
Oh, this is the one you tell me about, that scene of the gray alien? Right.
Yeah. Now you can ask her to get her story.
Yeah, well, damn. Yeah, somebody just gave me your phone number, Pindar. I'm not going to give it out, but I know it's an 809 area code.
Well, the thing is, when it calls it will be traced automatically.
No, I'm just going to trash it.
Oh, that's the best thing to do.
Died in 1983, and at that time I took the oath of sobriety, to sober up, to love my family, to return to the church, to stay sober, and to try to love my wife. But she had a boyfriend, just like a bitch like you. The rest of the family were present, bitch, when I took that oath to stay sober. That's why I stay sober now. I have no use for a lying-ass fuckhead like you.
You see that, Sage? They're coming out of the woodwork.
I love how he talks about everybody else is crazy except him. And that's another thing that people do to aggravate him, is they'll go in there and they'll play like bits that they made like in audio editing programs, making him say stuff he didn't say, and just like playing like retarded stuff he said in the past. It's fun to mess with Pindar. So if anybody wants to join in and use his Yahoo chat, if you go into the science rooms, and Beyond Planet Earth is where you usually find him, in one of the Beyond Planet Earth rooms, and his name is, of course, Pindar_1. So everybody go and have some fun with Pindar. Maybe we'll go have some fun with Pindar after the program tonight. How great would it be if we all went and had some fun messing with Pindar tonight? So if you want to join us and you don't have Yahoo chat, why don't you go to yahoo.com and make yourself a Yahoo account, make yourself a name so that you can come in and join us later, and we'll all have fun messing with Pindar. How great would that be? Anyway, I'm going to play the Pindar song a little later. I just wanted to play that for the people who don't know, to explain a little bit about who Crazy Pindar is and what he does. So I'll be playing that song a little later. Let me check in on what people are saying. Ryan is asking if Mouse needs to be spayed. No, Mouse has been spayed a long time ago, and God, she drove me nuts. I couldn't take it anymore. I bought Mouse, and my original plan was to breed her, because she's a purebred Siamese, and she has papers and everything. Someone's trying to send me a file through the IRC. Well, it's never worked before, but let me try. Let me put it someplace where I'll be able to find it. My destination folder is my desktop. Okay, hopefully that'll work. Monkey Richie is trying to send me some kind of Pindar audio. Anybody else, if you got some funny Pindar audio, send it my way, and I'll see if I can't play it on the air. Anyway, Jesus says, oh, wrong one. Who was I just looking at? I forget. I was looking at Keebler here. More phone numbers coming in. Christopher Columbus, Dahlia Levinsky. Keebler says we all call Luong Duong, but Ted won't be able to call in tonight. Ted went out to dinner with his wife, so I think he's the only one who knows that number. So if you can look up some Luong Duongs, we'll give them a call. Maybe we'll hit the right guy. I think Rebel has a number that is almost like Luong Duong, some random teenage girl that he calls every weekend to harass. And I've got a horrible idea. Okay, Keebler, let us know your horrible idea, and maybe we'll get to it. Okay, Monkey Richie's trying to send me an audio that somebody edited, but it doesn't look like it's going through. For some reason, anytime anybody tries to send me a file through the chat room, it doesn't work, so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to close that one out. If anybody wants to call into the program, we do indeed have a toll-free number. And it would be great if we had some of the new listeners that we haven't heard on the air yet call in. It's free for you and cheap for me. The number is 1-888-202-9836. But remember, by calling in, you agree to let me put your voice on the air. And don't worry, I'm feeling much better this week. And I'm not going to end up snapping and attacking anybody who calls. So don't be afraid to call in. Join the Lunatic Fringe. Okay, looks like Richie's trying to send me that file again. Let's try it again. See, the last time I opened up AIM on the air, it caused all kinds of well, I listened to the replay. Oh, I'm going to have to walk over there and go grab that phone. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air. Hello, KDK's Lunatic Fringe. Hang on a second. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Yeah, this is Chester.
This is Chester?
This is Chester.
How you doing tonight?
I just listen to y'all crackers all year. Hey, look here. I'm not drinking. And they had these crackers was over at this table, and they was all talking about they whipping their mass destructions and whatever they. I said, hell no. I walked on over there. I dropped my goddamn fly. I laid my dick on the table. I said, motherfucker, there go your weapons of mass destruction. I got thrown out that motherfucker.
How are you doing tonight?
Pardon me?
How are you doing tonight?
I'm alright.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta call y'all back.
Okay, you want to call back later? Okay, I guess he hung up. Well, maybe he'll call back later. Sorry about that. You know, I gave out the phone number, but I wasn't even ready for it. The phone was on the other side of the room, and I didn't have my levels all set or anything, but now I'm ready. So if anybody wants to call in, it's 888-202-9836. Free for you, cheap for me. Call in and become a part of the lunatic. Become one with the lunatics. Okay, Nose says he thinks he found Luong Duong's number. So I'm going to leave that window open, Nose, and when we get to the prank calls later, we'll give him a call and see if it is the real guy. Okay, this is Keebler's horrible idea, and he's giving me a link. Calling... Okay, he's giving me a link here. He says, call this person and pretend to be a girl that he met online. He's a teacher from a school that raped a 15-year-old girl he met on Yahoo. Oh boy, that is so not funny. That reminds me of the prank call that Paige wanted me to do. Paige wanted me to actually call up people, and he wanted me to call up like a travel agency and say, "Help me! I'm stuck in the Middle East, and I need to get my ass out of here fast." And well, I'm not going to go into it because, well, it's obviously in very poor taste. But he wanted me to basically pretend like I was Nick Berg and I was calling the travel agency while they were cutting my head off, and that is extremely not funny. And we'll not be doing that call. Okay, the phone rang once, and that's about it. Sorry about that. I really shouldn't cough into the mic like that. There we go. See who we got coming in. KDK's Lunatic Fringe. Welcome, Zach. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing much better.
Yeah.
I should have listened to you. You were trying to talk some sense into me last week, and I should have listened.
I know.
See, when I get like that, it's almost beyond my control.
I'll listen to you.
I was so mad. I was just like sweating out of control. I was like turning red. I was like so furious over the stupidest. I don't know. But that's all
internal, man.
That's all. I know. That's why I went and looked up manic depression, bipolar disorder, because I wanted to talk a little bit about that, because I do have bipolar disorder and agoraphobia.
Oh.
You know, when you say bipolar, people think it means like schizophrenia, and I guess it is sort of in a way. It means like basically wild mood swings.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But you've known me for a while, and I'm pretty prone to that, actually.
Yeah, but it's all internal, man. You're in control.
Well, I know. Once you realize that you have the problem, you can sort of control it. And I refuse to take medication for it because I don't want to be like a zombie. What's that?
That's the thing. Who tells you that it's a problem?
Well, it is a problem when it's creating like problems in friendships and, you know, problems in my life. It is a problem.
Well, maybe you just got to find a new outlet for it.
What do you mean? I need a new outlet for my anger?
Yeah.
But I'm not an angry person.
No, okay. That's like me.
I don't really feel the anger until...
No, if someone does a good dig on me, yeah, I'll admit that they got me, but then I'll have one that'll top them.
I'm very self-conscious, and I get upset when I think people are putting me down.
Oh.
And I just took the video the wrong way. You know?
Yeah, I know you did.
Totally. But it is a funny-ass video. I would actually like to work with Atlantic Dimensions to come up with a better video, because that video is good, but it could have been so much better. They could have put... They could have put
Aaron...
was
good for what they did.
It was, totally. But
they're not Blackout, man, God.
But you know how they had Aaron being Keith?
Yeah.
It would have been funnier if they had Aaron being Kevin, like old-school KDK, and, you know, like, have him, like, stuff like towels under his clothes or something, make him look really fat, and have him act real flaming gay because he was. And then have me, like, maybe like, I slip into acting flaming gay, and then I'm like, and like trying to act butch again. See, that would have been funny.
Yeah, but the KDK show wasn't around.
What do you mean?
When you were fat.
When I was fat?
Yeah.
I was never fat, and we're talking about Kevin here.
Or Kevin.
Kevin was here for the first couple programs, and that's about it.
Oh, that's totally old school, though.
Yeah. I think maybe even Atlantic Dimensions weren't listening at that point because it was on shitty old Alternicast.
God, you always put Alternicast down. And like when you ripped into that guy on Blackouts boards.
No, I didn't rip into him. I said,
yeah, you laid into him.
No, I didn't.
You're a heartless bastard, man. That was during your mean spell.
You go back and read it again. I said, have you been spending all this time trying to reverse engineer Alternicast?
Oh, listen to you. Don't tell me how I gotta think.
Go back and read the post. I didn't pick it.
Listen to you.
He picked the fight with me.
I read it wrong?
This is a classic example of somebody saying something and somebody taking it the wrong way. Because I said, have you been spending all this time trying to reverse engineer Alternicast? And then he got all offended because he assumed that I was insinuating that he wasted his time.
Yeah, because you were.
Well, he did.
You're a big gay dick, dude.
I'm a big gay dick.
Yeah.
That's it. You're going to make me go ballistic on you. Ted, stop playing College Sucks.
I listen to you.
I'm glad I can laugh about it and have fun with it now.
Oh yeah, now that you're making fun of everyone else, you don't fuck with me though, man. I'm warning you. You piss me off, I'll make you cry.
You've been making fun of me. You
I
always make fun of me, and I never get.
I never fucking make fun of you.
You always make fun of me, but I never get offended because I know you really love me.
Oh, what do you mean I don't make fun of you?
Oh, it's very hot in here, honey.
I know, dude. We've been.
Can you do me a favor and open the door out here?
No, you should fill up your bathtub with cold water, throw some ice in it, put a fan in there.
I should.
Bring a few degree. Yeah.
Is that what you do? Because you have no AC either.
No, I mean, it helped out, dude. You just went in there real quick, and then that way too, like if you're just walking by, you could dip your hands.
Yeah.
In the cold water and get cool, dry them off, dude.
I was thinking about putting a fucking kiddie. We have a patio out back. I was thinking about just putting a fucking little kiddie pool out there and just sitting out there listening to the radio all day.
Yeah, but you had to work today, so how would that worked out?
It was hot when I got home, but I just went and took a nap right away.
Hey, and just because someone strokes your dick, dude, doesn't mean you gotta have sex with them.
What did you say, honey? Yeah, I should put my little kiddie pool out in the courtyard, like where everybody can see me and be pounding beers.
Yeah, and film it.
Yeah, until the police come and arrest me for public drunkenness or something.
Hey, how you doing there, buddy?
Yeah, I'll do like my weird voices to people walking by.
Hello, how you doing, dear?
Imagine somebody like seeing me in a kiddie pool, like talking like Joe with like beers all in the pool.
They wouldn't believe it.
No, they would just think I'm completely insane.
No.
My Mark the D. Oh.
You people must be insane not to listen to Brainbox Radio right here on the Big Blue Barrel Radio Network.
Ding 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 ding. I gotta like isolate that one line from the dueling banjos so I can play that every time I do that. The Big Blue Barrel Radio.
Yeah.
Peg says that anybody who can hack like an Al Jazeera or like a pro-Muslim bulletin board or website, he will give you the Big Blue Barrel. Hack their website.
Why does he want it broken into?
He wants somebody to hack like a Muslim extremist sympathetic website like Al Jazeera and just leave socialcrime.com up there. And
no, that's dumb.
Well, I didn't say it was my idea. I'm just saying.
Sympathetic. Listen to you. Yeah, but why would you want to purport something that you didn't like?
I'm just mentioning it as something that someone else mentioned. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, but that's like talking about how God.
Wow, we lost a ton of listeners since you called in.
Yeah.
I don't care. Do you feel like making some calls or no?
It doesn't matter. I can get off the phone so you can get your listenership back.
No, actually, they're probably tuning out because I haven't done any prank calls yet. I've been on for an hour and I haven't done any pranks.
Oh, wow, an hour. That's long. Well, you want to do a prank or two, or what's going on?
Sure. I got my little phone card right here. I'm not sure if I think this is the wrong one. Is this a good card? Okay. Where's my other card? It's around here somewhere. This one I think still has a couple minutes on it. I hate the other card because the menu is a lot more convoluted.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
That's excellent.
I wish I could do a female voice. It's weird that the gay guy's voice is too masculine that I can't do a female voice.
No, dude, but you were just doing one.
It's not convincing though, like you and Aaron when you do it, you really sound like you're females.
No, that sounded good, seriously, dude. Let's call someone with those.
Hello. That's too
high.
high.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
Okay.
There's people that have high voices.
Do you want me to click over and do like a random just to get warmed up, or do you want to? Or
sure.
What? Okay.
Sure, let's fuck them up.
Okay, I'm going to click over, try a random just to get warmed up.
Alright.
Okay, who wants to start?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, thank you, honey. What do you call those little things you stick into the end of an ear of corn so you can eat them without touching it?
I don't know.
We're going over to voicemail. Some kind of business.
Right?
I would have said leave a message, but it was some kind of weird business, so. You want me to try again, or do you want to try someone in Indiana?
No, you can go. Remember, I got that fucked up 3-way thing.
Oh, that's right. Hang on a second. This always happens. I wonder if Monkey Richie has any confirmed working numbers. Monkey Richie says, call the teacher who's a rapist because he deserves to be pranked. I don't know. What do you say?
I don't know. Whatever, dude. Just go for it.
I'm a little hesitant. Let me try this number for Luong Duong. Okay, we'll find out if it's right. Like, as soon as he says hello, we'll know if it's him or not.
Alright.
Yeah. Wow. You there, buddy?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how are you doing?
Huh?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
My guy? Who are you?
It's me and my friend Mandy.
Hello?
Huh?
Hi. Yes, of course.
What are you doing today?
I was waiting for him to hang up because he never even stays on that long. But that was most definitely him. It's a good thing Ted's not on because every time Long talks, you can hear Ted like cracking up in the background, and that just cracks me up. That's the way he communicates. He's just always it's like monosyllabic grunts. It is really hot in here. I'd like to turn the fan on, but then everybody will hear like in the background the whole while. You know? Maybe I just need to get naked.
Ooh.
All naked radio.
All naked radio.
All naked radio on the Big Blue Barrel Radio Network.
So is your lunatic fringe right by your scrotum?
Is it?
I don't know, is it?
No, I call that my taint.
That's the lunatic fringe, actually. That's why I thought it was ironic you named your show that.
Oh, well, I'm a big fan of taints.
Are you?
Yeah.
Ew, that's disgusting. Do you like poop dribble?
June 26th, speaking of which, June 26th is going to be our gay pride show.
Oh, God.
Because it's the night before the big gay pride rally where me and Keith are going to go. We're going to venture into Manhattan and go watch the gay pride parade with 500,000 other gay people.
God, you guys are so gay.
You ought to come up. How great would it be for you to come up and we meet for the first time to go to
some gay shit?
It's a fun time.
I know, it's gay, man. It's happy. It's a good time.
A lot of dykes.
A lot of dykes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dykes got weird BO problems.
Well, everybody does. On June 26th, it's so fucking
really?
hot. You know how hot it gets in Manhattan with like no wind?
Oh, but I don't have that bad of a problem. I've been to concerts, open concerts like that shit, where you're packed with like hundreds of people.
It's worse with the skyscrapers because there's no wind and it's just like stagnant air filled with like car exhaust and like burned pretzels. The smell of burned pretzels pervades all of New York City.
God, you're so gay.
It would be cool if any listeners could come with us. I was talking to Ryan. He was saying that it might be a possibility for him to take the train up from Pennsylvania. That would be cool to meet him, like, for the first time at the Gay Pride rally. But there's not too many of our listeners that live nearby. It would be cool. Yeah, I want to get some KDK T-shirts and stuff printed up so that we can either give them out or sell them at the rally.
Yeah.
Make up some dick power shirts that probably sell well, or pussy power shirts to sell well at the Gay Pride rally.
Yeah, dude, fuck them up.
Yeah.
Make some cash.
Yeah.
Buy some decent equipment.
Yeah, I could buy myself like a phone patch so I don't have to sit here holding the phone up to a boom mic.
Yeah, but I haven't found any that really have no static. They all have really bad static.
Well, if you bought a professional one, like the ones the other shows on Social Crime use. I think it was Mark donated a phone patch to Pedge, and I was like, what are you giving a phone patch to Pedge for? I'm the guy who does like a prank call show. I need it.
Yeah, well, I'd be interested to find out where they got them.
Mark is like a total like radiophile. He's got like mixers and all sorts of. He's got a professional mic with a professional boom arm and everything.
Yeah, I was looking at mixer boards. I was looking to see if I could find one that had phone in.
Yeah, can't find one.
Not a decently priced one. I mean, yeah, if I want to spend, like $500.
Yeah, I have a little 4-track mixer, but I pulled it out of storage, but I think it's burned out. I think I burned it out.
Where were you mixing?
No, I think I used the wrong adapter, like burned it out that way.
No, I mean, what were you mixing with it?
Oh,
Why'd you have it?
I used to mix audio and video, and I used to do my own cable access show.
What?
So I used to use it for that. So I can mix like music in with like voiceovers and stuff, and fade up and down. It's just a really simple mixer. It's only like a little 4-track one.
Wait, you had a cable access show?
Yeah, for one broadcast, and then they said we're never going to put this on again.
Why?
Because I went around. Yeah, I basically did like live prank calls. I went around to the Danbury Mall, and I interviewed people, and I asked them like embarrassing questions, and I didn't get anybody's permission, and I didn't bleep out like curses and stuff, and I just gave them the tape. And at the time, they didn't screen any of the tape, so they just put it on the air, and they said that they had more complaints than that they ever had for anything that they ever put on the cable access network, and that they would never even consider anything I ever submitted again.
Do you have that tape?
Yeah.
Put it on, man!
It's a videotape. There's not, well, there is audio, but I haven't isolated it yet.
Yeah, well, put it up.
Basically, I went around, like, asked, like, old people, like, what's your favorite brand of vibrator? Really, really immature, but I thought it was funny at the time.
Well, seriously, dude, let's see it.
I videotaped my friend peeing off the side of the parking garage at the mall onto the people below.
Come on.
One of these days, I'll encode the whole video. It's like an hour long. I'll encode the whole video and put it up on the site.
Yeah, do it. Do it this weekend.
After all these years, it's probably like shitty. It's probably like 14, 15 years old. It's probably like the shittiest ass old videotape quality.
Come on.
Well, obviously I'm not going to do it right now, but it's something I might do in the future.
No, just everyone will understand if you stop the show and go and do that. I mean, I think that would be worthy.
Yeah.
You could end your season finale then.
Yeah. Well,
with the promise. The promise that the video would be done within a week.
Oh, it's all edited and everything. All I got to do is just turn it into a or WMV or Real Audio or Real Video, or whatever I want to do it as.
Well, get on it, dude.
Yeah, I could, but I would have to edit out some stuff where you can see my face. That's about it.
Some what?
Some stuff where you can see my face. You can see what I look like when I was like 18 years old, and I look exactly the same except for the gray hair.
So?
Well, I don't want people seeing what I look like.
It's gonna be hard to edit out, man. That shit's not as easy as you think.
Yeah, because if I lose like a couple frames of video, I also lose the audio, and then it doesn't make sense. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can figure out how to do tiling on my face.
No, that's tough too.
There's a good part of the video where I hit on this punk rock girl and I get her phone number out of her. Pretty funny.
God, listen to you. Such a womanizer. You were so gay, though, back then. You were just hanging out with the women just to be like trophies. Look, I'm so gay, but I can still get women.
No, I was hanging out with my guy friends.
Were you gay back then?
No.
No?
No, I didn't have sex with a guy until I was like 19.
Until you were 19?
Late 18, early 19.
Wow, so you had like a gay turning of the leaf.
Yeah, so this is before I was officially gay.
What turned you gay?
Probably curiosity initially.
Yeah, were you like, I wonder what a dick feels like in my ass.
No, because that's not, I don't even do that.
You only gave it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were like, well, I wonder what, I felt a girl's anus on my dick, I wonder what a guy's is like.
I was curious about what the difference, like, I had the theory that a guy would be able to give a better blowjob, because they understand the equipment, they know how it works a little better, and I was right.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but something about facial hair hitting me down there, no, it's just, like stubble, dude, to be like sandpaper, that shit would hurt.
Yeah. Ryan
you know, 'cause I like it when they rub their chin on my scrotum.
Ryan says a rapist doesn't deserve the pleasure of our comedy, so we shouldn't prank the rapist guy.
Zach?
Alright.
I would just like to add that Dave really needs to shave his mustache.
Okay.
What?
I'll shave my mustache.
Why?
I've had a mustache for so long, since I was like 18.
So, keep it. It makes you look gay. Without it, I don't think you'll look gay.
I hate it, though. It does make me look older than I am, too. You know,
You gotta keep it.
facial hair tends to make people look older than they really are.
You gotta keep it, because then you won't be that much fun to parody anymore.
Yeah. They can't do, like, the big, stupid Super Mario mustache.
I know. I love seeing it. And I always feel like, dun, 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 dun.
Well, anyways,
like getting coins and shit. Bloop, bloop.
I'm gonna go because Keith made me some corn. I'm gonna play a bit and eat that.
You should play my new prank.
Oh yeah, I can do that too. You know, you gotta contact me before the show and give it to me, so I don't have to like open up a web browser and put it in. Because my upload is like 112. Well, actually, I guess we're okay because I'm not running the mono stream for Social Crime tonight. I couldn't get into that
Just
one.
go get it, dude. It's small. It'll only take a second or two.
Okay, I'll go get it, and I'll talk to you later.
Oh, when are you gonna play it?
I'll play it right now. As soon as I get off the phone with you, I'm gonna try to play.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, you have fun eating your corn.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later, man.
That's Zach from ComedyThinkTank.com. He's a great guy. He's a great friend of mine. I love Zach. We've met so many cool people through this retarded prank calling hobby of mine. That's probably the best part about it. I've met a lot of intelligent, creative, interesting people. And let's see if we can get Zach's prank here. It's downloading right now, so when it's done, we'll just go right into that, and I'll eat my corn. Hopefully it's a long one.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, can I speak to Tom, please?
Tom or Todd?
Todd.
Yes.
Hello? Hello, Todd?
Yes.
Hey, long time no talk.
Hey.
What's going on with you?
Who's this?
Oh, this is Miranda.
Miranda?
Yeah. We met online?
I met Miranda online. I don't meet boys online.
You only meet boys online?
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Who the hell is this?
I told you, this is Miranda. We met on Yahoo Chat.
Oh, Miranda, yeah.
You have no idea who I am?
No.
Oh, come on.
Miranda, my girlfriend, she's here.
What?
She doesn't know about you.
Who?
My girlfriend.
Put her on. Who is she? I'll cover up.
Okay, Miranda wants to talk to you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, what's Todd's deal? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, well, I asked you a question. You didn't respond.
What's Todd's deal?
Yeah, what? I mean, what?
Todd had a deal.
Yeah?
He's making deals with him? He didn't tell me? How much is he betting now? You know he's got a problem.
Does he?
He has a betting problem. We're trying to get him hooked. You tell me if he's betting money. You bet on the horse race last week?
The horse race? No.
I'm
game.
pissed.
He bet on the Cubs game.
What?
Yeah, I talked to him online, and I said he should throw a little money down on the Cubbies.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were going out tonight. Hello?
No. I don't know who this is. No, he didn't have my number. Hello?
Hello?
Miranda?
Yes?
Miranda, I don't think your name's Miranda. Is this Latoya?
Latoya?
Is this... Yeah, I mean, Latoya might know different. Is this Kaneda?
Kaneda? No, that's a guy from Akira.
No, that's the guy from Akira. No.
Yeah?
Is this Pretty? I hate you, Pretty.
Pretty?
Pretty? Is that you?
No.
Is this... Who
Who is this? Is this the fat girl from my class that gained a lot of weight?
Maybe.
Oh, you did it. Oh, it's you. Why'd you gain a lot of weight, Natalie?
I like to eat.
You like to eat? I don't know what it is. It's funny.
But I mean, seriously, I got into a deep depression. I just ate myself out.
Seriously, I got myself into a deep depression. I ate myself out. Oh, I love Natalie. Let's eat yourself out.
I mean, what's so abnormal about that?
I don't know. Are you an old woman, or are you really a man?
What?
Sorry. Who is this?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Who is this?
I told you, this is Miranda.
Is this Nico?
Nico? That's a guy from Secret of Mana.
Are you going to this Nico to know that's the guy from Secret of Mana? What the hell? You actually watch that? I don't know.
No, it's a role-playing game for Super Nintendo.
Oh, it's a role-playing game for Super Nintendo. This is Nico.
Yeah.
Nico?
What's going on?
How did you get my number?
I looked it up.
This is Nico. Who is this?
I told you.
Who is this?
This is Miranda.
No.
Yeah.
Is this Lindsay? Are you still on the grassy knoll?
On the grassy knoll?
Lindsay.
So, I mean, like, what are we doing?
I don't know. My girlfriend's getting kind of freaked out.
About what?
About you.
About me? What about you? You're the one freaking me out.
I'm freaking you out?
Yeah.
How?
The way you're acting on the phone. I mean, it's kind of odd.
Who is this? Is this David?
David?
Is this Adam?
I told you, this
is this D?
D? I don't know any video games where there's a G character, but...
I'm not talking about video games. Where are you getting video games from?
Because most of the people you were mentioning were from Japanimation and video games.
No, is this Nico?
No, that's the guy from Secret of Mana.
Nico.
Have you ever played Secret of Mana?
What?
It's a great game.
Who is this?
I told you. Miranda.
I want to know who this is. Go outside. I don't want to know.
Well, if you gotta go, I'll call back.
Call me back.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Are you gonna try to remember me?
Yay, that was, excuse me. I'm done with my corn. If you're the person who called just a moment ago and hung up on me, feel free to call back in, because I didn't hang up on you, and I didn't want you to think that I hung up on you. Somebody called up saying that they were an officer investigating a complaint from Long Dong while we were off there and I was eating my corn. It was pretty funny. So call back in if you can. Let me close out this window. That was Zachary B. from ComedyThinkTank.com. Make sure you check out his website. You can find the prank calls hidden inside the Pranks blog, because he's sneaky like that. Excuse me, he's sneaky like that. I'm trying to think, like, did I eat today? Wow, I'm not hungry, and the first thing I eat is just like a cob of corn. And now all of a sudden, because I ate something, I'm like hungry. Ryan says, right on, Keith, Mario Brothers should go, unless you're really attached to it. No, actually, I'm going to shave my mustache and take some pictures of it to put up on the website so people can see what I look like without that. Richie says, oh, Richie has, I think, confirmed working numbers coming in. Awesome, awesome, so we can do that. Oh, God. And Uriel also says, shave it. I'm going back into the chat room, and, Monkey, you're an op, so you can feel free to do whatever you want to in the chat room. If you want to boot somebody because they're being a dick, I trust your judgment, so go ahead and do what you will. Ah! KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Yeah, how's it going, Dave?
Hey!
Yeah, this is, doing the video, jumping off garage.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
how you doing, man? I didn't recognize the address. I'm like, who the hell is this?
Yeah. It was my fucking cousin made me call and shit.
Why, you didn't want to call in?
What?
Why, you didn't want to call in?
Oh, not really, because, like, I'm boring and shit.
No, it's okay. I can't... Just tell me that you didn't hurt yourself jumping off the roof.
Well, I didn't think so, but, like, I ripped a piece of skin off my little pinky toe. And it hurts.
Okay. Well, what are you doing it barefoot for? That's like the worst of all. You're jumping off the roof into the mud barefoot?
Well, I figured if I had my shoes on, I'd slip and fall. Crack my head open.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Well, as long as you didn't get hurt seriously.
Yeah, well, thanks for hosting the video and all that.
No problem. I like it. I don't want to feel like... I don't want people to feel like I'm encouraging it and have, like, people doing things to hurt themselves and sending me videos of it.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool. As long as you didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
That is probably the most ridiculous thing that somebody's ever done for us. Jumping off the roof of their house 3 or 4 times. How many times did you do that?
Like 7 or 8 times.
Oh, shit. Do you have them all on tape?
I got 6 of them on tape.
Wow. There's 3 in the one that you sent me, right?
4.
Wow.
Yeah, like, I hope, like, more people will try to do it, like, start a trend or something.
No. I don't want people breaking legs and ankles to, like, do something goofy.
Or just do something with a video camera, like, go out in public and scream KDKPrankCalls.com or some shit.
Well, that would be cool. That would be totally cool.
Because, you know, you got hardcore listeners, they probably do that.
I could start up a whole page of, like, fan videos and stuff. I was thinking about... Go ahead.
Nah, you go.
I was thinking about setting up a page for your video and for your rap video that you're working on.
Oh, yeah. It's going real good, actually. I got that. What I filmed yesterday, I got that finished.
Yeah. You sound a lot like Rebel, actually. And that's probably a compliment, because Rebel's black.
Yeah. Well, anyways, as soon as his cousin get down, I'm going to film the rest of that, and it's going to be sweet as hell.
Yeah.
You think you want to host a song? People can hear it before they see the video?
Totally.
Alright, well, I'm going to hang up now, because I'm boring. Alright?
Okay, well, I think I have the song. You sent the song to me already. I think I still have it somewhere on the hard drive.
Yeah.
I can, it takes me forever to build fucking new pages and change, like, every goddamn link on the site. That's the problem, is I have to go, like, to every single page and add a link to every single page, and that just takes fucking forever.
Yeah.
So it might take me a little while, but I'll do it. Okay? Okay? Oh, well, he just hung up on me. Okay, peace out. That was, Stan the Man's cousin. If you go look at that video on the bulletin board, he's the guy jumping off the roof into the mud, putting himself in harm's way for the love of KDK, which is both cool, and I don't want to feel like I'm endorsing it too much, because how horrible would I feel if somebody actually got hurt, like, doing that, because they wanted to send me a goofy video. So, although I think it's cool, I would like to say don't try this at home. Please, nobody be jumping off your roof and hurting yourself at home. I used to do that. When I was a kid, I remember, when I was a kid, I used to have drains in my ears. So if I ever got, like, water in my ears, the water would stay in there, and it would be stagnant, and I would end up getting earaches and infections because of it. So my sister was taunting me that she was going to throw me into the pool, and I was like, I'm not going into the pool. I got to go get my earplugs. And I was like probably like 12 years old, and my dad had been working on the roof, so I climbed up onto the roof, and my sister came after me. So I ran off the edge of the roof, and I must have jumped like 30 feet, and I can't believe I did it without hurting myself. KDK's Lunatic Fringe are on the air. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Oh, no, I'm sorry, I got you wrong. I'm just looking at the phone now. Mr. Flat.
Yo.
Alright, Mouse, I got the water pistol. I got her. She just peeked around the corner, and I got her right in the face.
Oh, poor kitty. Man.
So what's up with you, Mr. Flat?
Oh, I'm pretty tired tonight. I went on a 40-mile bike ride.
You 40 miles?
Yeah.
What's the occasion?
I ride my bike a lot, and there's a trail near me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went riding. Throwing up all kinds of prank calls we could do. We could talk all kind of funny people which way.
You have any numbers for people you could call? Or let's go through what I have here. Let's see what we got here. We got we should probably do the confirmed working numbers. Okay? Because Monkey, I don't know, how does Monkey confirm these? Does he call them himself and see that somebody answers?
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a cool website where they actually update often and the numbers are actually accurate?
Maybe he called him. How do you do it, Monkey?
We got Dolores and James, Jackie. See, I don't want to say the last names because they're not goofy last names. Douglas, Mark, Stephen, and Susan. I'm just going to start from the top so I don't forget like who I called and who I didn't call. All I can tell you is that they're from Vancouver, Washington.
Alright.
Okay.
What do they do?
I don't know. It's just a random person. Actually, you might actually need to know their last name. So I'm going to mute the mic and give you their full name. Okay.
All right. Doberty?
Oh. I turned the mic back on right when you were saying the last name. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm going to click over and call them. Wait. What are we going to do? Because we don't know any information about them. So we just got to come up with a way to keep them on the phone.
All right. Well, what about like I had something going through my head earlier today. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, me too. I just woke up not too long ago. 2 hours ago.
Something about like. Oh, okay. I thought of something. You ever seen snails have sex? Not snails. Slugs.
No. Have you?
Yes.
Really? What does it look like?
It's really fucking amazing.
Do they do a missionary or doggy or what?
They like hang down from like a thread of slime, and then they like intertwine their bodies, like they wrap their bodies together.
Oh, that's sort of romantic.
And then they like their genitalia like pops out of the side of their head.
Really?
And it's almost like as big as they are. And like they join that together, some weird like looking stuff, and it's like pink, and it like throbs and pulses.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder if we could find a video of slugs having sex somewhere. NationalGeographic.com.
Cool. But I could talk about I have a slug farm, and I got me a slug farm, and you gotta go see that, man. You gotta see that. I got a slug down here fucking.
Okay. That'll
All
work.
right.
That's as good as any. I'm gonna click over and be right back. Calling Dolores and Jim. Oh, where'd I put my phone card now?
Hello?
Hey, could I just speak to Dolores?
Dolores has not had this telephone number for almost a year now.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was assigned to us about a year ago, but we keep still getting phone calls for Dolores.
Okay, what about that there Jim guy? What about that there Jim guy?
Well, the phone company assigned us this telephone number at random, so we don't know where she would be.
Man. Well, do you know anything? You know where I could get up with them somehow?
I would suggest that you call the telephone directory folks and give them her telephone name and the old telephone number and see if they can trace her that way. But we have had this telephone number for almost a year now.
You sound
Mexican. It was assigned to us at
you?
random, so we have no connection to Dolores.
Are you Mexican?
No.
No, you got a little Mexican twang in you.
No.
Where are you from?
All over.
All over?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Good luck to you.
You have a good one.
Good luck. Bye.
Thank you. Don't hang up on me. I know what to go to.
I was just waiting for you to just start talking about slugs anyway. I'm so not in the mood for doing prank calls tonight. Did I mention that?
No.
Well, I did mention that I'm tired of and burned out on prank calls.
Yeah.
I'm just really not in the mood.
Well, the thing to put in the corn.
What's that?
The whole corn is corn holders.
Corn holders?
Corn holders.
Yeah, later on I'm gonna stick the corn cob up. I'm gonna put a condom on the corn cob and stick that Keith's ass later.
You
you the kind of guy that will always have sex if your wife is horny?
I'm not married, but if I had a wife and she was horny, I'd probably have sex.
Oh, that's right. You just got over the crazy girlfriend who shot you in the head. How can I forget that?
She didn't shoot me in the head, but yeah.
Wait, you said she shot you in the head, right?
Yeah, sure. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do I have you confused with somebody else?
Yeah, I think so. No, we've been dating a long time.
Yeah.
3 years, but we broke up back in January.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, it's cool.
So you're still single?
Yeah, never been married.
But generally in a relationship, if your woman tells you that she's horny, do you ever tell her no?
Nah, pretty much not. Depends on. The last girlfriend could get frisky, but I'd be like,
Yeah.
I might be tired or something.
Yeah. See, I'm the kind of person that even if I'm not in the mood, I'll do it anyway because it won't take long for me to get in the mood.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, guys are most of the time ready to go.
Yeah.
And it's like when you hadn't had anybody for so long, you're like...
Well, not all guys. Because there are a lot of times where I'm horny and Keith will say no, but I've never said no. Well, I think maybe like once or twice in like the entire like 3 years that we've been dating, I said I'm not in the mood. But that's one of the reasons why I'm so tired right now, because I ended up having sex at 5 in the morning this morning. After laying in bed not being able to fall asleep for 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah, I hear you. Your sleep schedule will play with you.
Every once in a while I get I go through an insomnia stretch, like where I won't be able to sleep well for like a week or two, and then it goes away.
Yeah, I've been getting up pretty early, going to bed by midnight. So.
Probably stress related, so it's probably a good thing I'll take some time off from doing the show live. There's a lot of stress to come on here every week. I don't know why I do it every week. I come on and I put myself in the position where I have to do like a 3 or 4 hour show with like no content and nothing prepared. And I don't know why I do that. Probably because I'm too lazy to prepare.
That's the beauty of it, man.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it works. Sometimes it all goes horribly wrong.
Yeah. Well, think about the good stuff, bro.
Yeah, we've had a lot of good times on the air here. And I don't want anybody to think that this is permanent. That's why I call it a season finale, because...
It's your summer vacation.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to take... the show will still be here in some form. Maybe I'll do like a playlist or a best of, or... I would say don't count on me producing a live show ahead of time, because that is, again, getting into, like, doing more work, like the kind of work I'm trying to get away from doing for a little while. You know what I mean?
Sassy says, who's on the phone? It's Mr. Flatulence.
Sassy is the,
She's the hot little number from Texas.
She's the sexy little Texan who called us in last week.
I've been chatting with her a little bit this week.
Oh, have you?
Yep, a little bit.
What state are you in again?
I'm just outside Washington, D.C.
Yeah, so you're like on the total top half of the country, and she's like near the bottom half of the country.
Well, I'm actually, technically, D.C. is considered the South.
Is it really?
Yeah, Maryland is the South.
Even though
the Mason-Dixon line is Maryland, Pennsylvania. Believe it or not. But
that would be awesome if we could have like our first romance that came about from the Lunatic Fringe.
Yeah, from all the way halfway across the country.
Well, we had Aaron was dating Rachel, who was all the way in England.
Yeah, what's the deal with her?
But
I haven't seen her in a long time.
She didn't meet him through the show, though. I think she met him through their website and started listening to the show after that, I think. What were you saying?
What's the deal with Rachel? Where is she?
Rachel's in England, so right now in England it's like 5 or 6 in the morning, so she's asleep.
She just doesn't,
We're on late at night, so we don't get a whole lot of overseas people who can listen. You know, if I were on like 5 in the afternoon, we would, but...
Sure.
We're on like late at night, so we get a lot of West Coast people and East Coast. Well, a lot of East Coast early, and then West Coast like around midnight. You probably see like West Coast people coming here.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna let you go.
All right, dude.
Nice talking to you again, and I'll talk to you online.
Okay, great.
Okay, bye. And that was Mr. Flatulence. Now, how can I forget who was the guy who got shot in the head by his girlfriend? God, I don't know, I'm just so... that's me, Zan, that got shot. Oh, Mothy, that's right, Mothy is the one who got shot in the head by the crazy ex-girlfriend. Dork says, hey Dave, I have a good prank call idea. Call Scott and ask... Okay, Dork. Well, I guess we'll have to say the name because the joke like involves the name. But he wants me to call a guy named Scott Hitler and ask if he has Mein Kampf while he plays Techno Hitler in the background. Personally, I'd rather skip the prank and just listen to what the hell what the hell is Techno Hitler? Techno Hitler. Ryan says it definitely works and is worth it. The show, that is. And he says his ex lives in D.C. now. A number that didn't get done last week, Johnny D, the biggest loser I know. Anyway, I'm going to play this. You know what? Actually, let me give you a warning, because this is, I'm going to play a song now, and obviously it sounds much better in stereo. So if you're listening to us on PCU, you might want to go to www.socialcrime.com and click onto their stereo stream, because they broadcast in 56K MP3 Pro stereo. So you'll be able to listen to the song, and it'll sound a lot better. So I'll play the song in a moment while I give people a couple minutes to switch over to Social Crime if they want, and then if you want, switch back to PCU, whatever. It doesn't matter to me, because Peg and Ted are getting along. Well, Ted never had a problem, but Peg has come around to not being resentful of PCU so much. So you know, I'll play a short prank, and then I'll play the song.
You like movies about gladiators? Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Did you ever hang around the gymnasium?
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
I love that. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Okay, so it looks like a couple of people have switched over, so they're ready for the song. It's called Pindar Song, and it's made by somebody who goes by the handle of Robot and hangs out on the Yahoo chat. So if you see Robot, make sure you tell him how great his song is. And I'll be right back.
Children of defenses, again, Pindar.
The song about Pindar. He's got a muon generator. Everybody, super Pindar. He's got a muon generator. Here he comes, it's Pindar, said to Pindar, I don't like your invention. Tell you your shit ass, tell you to drop the subject.
You got it right. You need to get your head out of your ass. Burn the fucking flag. Talk to the intelligence just instead of talking like a punk ass little kid who lives down in Lucia. And molesting children. And you got to think to yourself that I'd have a hell of a time even getting a piece of ass from a woman.
I have going to override you.
you're full of shit like a Christmas turkey. You're a typical Southerner. Typical Southerner. Why do people keep posting that I'm a molestron? Is Pindar a child molester? In my mind. Now, how am I going to molest a kid when I don't even feel like looking at a full-grown woman? I figured the best thing to do is get a little cocksucker like you and have a look at a real one. That's why I put it on the camera. Just like I trusted you repeatedly. So you little idiot son of a bitch. Now that you get it out, you're going on the car because I'm fed up with you silly ass, stupid son of a bitch with loose skin. Hey, get off the thing, man. I'll pour it in. Who are afraid of me with my bad colonization. They are very jealous because they come up with me. This hasn't been out the fingers of Jelly, you're fucking drunk. You need to go to bed. Sleep it off. Put a cork in it and hold your discourses down to 5 minutes or less, please. You tend to get carried away.
And that was it. And it's amazing that somebody went through that kind of time and effort for Pindar, but it's well worth it because it's very interesting. And I'm reading my email now, so I have an email here from Jiggy Jaguar. It's okay. Jiggy writes, KDK, I am busy putting the finishing touches on a new stream for the KJAG network. I am interested in seeing if you would be interested in having the KDK program carried on the stream. We would just stream the live stream, and we would stream it live on schedule from the KDK site. It would be a talk radio only stream, and we are looking to carry shows. There are no commercials, either, unless your show plays them. We are not looking to make any money from it. It's being done as a service to the public. We have been getting a lot of requests for it. We are also still interested in carrying past shows on the other KJAG stream. So, Jiggy Jaguar, if you're listening, you have my permission to simulcast the program. Oh God, I hope Paige isn't listening. You have my permission to simulcast the program as long... See, a week ago I would have said no because Jiggy has always had nothing but unkind things to say about me, but I'm letting all my own hatreds go, and Jiggy, go right ahead. Do what you will. Let me see what other mail we have coming in here. We have something from Davoid. The following is in regards to the fucking spam pasted below. He's probably talking about the spam that I sent through the bulletin boards today. Okay, here's the spam that I sent. Hey guys and girls, I just wanted to make sure everyone tuned in tonight because it will be the last live show I do for a little while. I'm going to be taking some time off. The toll-free number will be working, and everyone's invited to call in at 1-888-202-9836. I'll be playing some interesting new songs and some new pranks from AD. I'll be talking a little bit about manic depression, bipolar disorders, and agoraphobia, and of course we'll be making live prank calls. I'll be talking about everything that has happened since I went apeshit on the air last week. Sorry. Okay, and his response is, I am deeply offended by the fact that you and... Oh. Why? What could drive a man to such behavior? I can't believe that you actually... Oh my God. I can only assume that you are a severely disturbed and quite possibly bisexual person, and I'm utterly torn between pure hatred and pity for you, and even more now before of that time you... What? And even more now because of that time you arg. Let it be known hence on forth that I am thoroughly disgusted and outraged by your words and actions recently, and even some of your private unspoken thoughts. to the point of requiring dangerously excessive chemical sedation. I will still, however, continue to tune in to every single show and frolic jauntily within your chat room under various invented and or borrowed notorious nicknames, and spend the entire time furiously masturbating out of anger with a handful of thumbtacks and bacon at the fact that you actually had the nerve to... I can't even say it, you make me sick. Signed, a concerned, belligerent Canadian. P.S. Just kidding, I love your show. Don't go away for too long. You are what I listen to every Saturday night while I'm working. And thank you. that was very interesting. It's the first time I've ever gotten a response to my spam that I send out every Saturday before the program, just to remind people that I'm on. Maybe I should stop doing the spam thing, but I know if you're like me, even shows that you like, sometimes you forget that they're on, and I just wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to listen to me before I go on my little walkabout, as I want to do sometimes. And I apologize for not being in the mood for doing... Raw Milk says, do I have permission to post that MP3? And I suppose since it was done by somebody who just hangs out in the Yahoo chats, I would suppose there's no copyright on it. It's not like he's with the RIAA or something. But perhaps I will contact him and ask his permission to put it up on the site, because I think it's pretty fucking funny. I'd like to be able to put it on the server so that I could link to it on the bulletin board at least. But anyway, as I was saying, I would like to apologize for the fact that I'm not in the mood for making live prank calls tonight. But like I said, I'm kind of burned out on the prank calls. I've been doing this show for a long time, every week, without fail, on time. And I'm a little burned out on doing the pranks. I'm a little burned out on doing the show and all the editing. So I'm going to take myself a little break. And I apologize to everybody who's listening, like hoping for live prank calls. If anybody wants to do live prank calls with me, maybe somebody else can motivate me to do them. You can call in at 1-888-202-9836. And I'm going to lay off the phone because I'm still waiting for fucking Rebel to call in. Rebel was supposed to call in by now. So in the meantime, I'm going to... I'm going to play another Atlantic Dimensions call. This is another new one, and it's the return of Nomi. It's entitled Nomi, and it's a long one. It's like it's almost 10 minutes, so I get myself a good break here. So sit back and relax. I'm going to grab a beer and listen along with you. I'll be in the chat room talking to everybody, and I'll be back at the end of the call.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, who is this, please?
This is Ben.
I was looking for a friend of mine, and I was trying to figure out where he went, and his name is Nomi.
Who?
Nomi.
Nomi?
Yeah. He was standing out in front of my yard, and one day he just vanished.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was wondering if you've seen him or heard of him.
No, can't say that I have. You got my number?
Yeah, he usually wears a little pointy hat.
Huh?
He usually wears a little pointy hat like a wizard.
Oh, I don't know.
Have you seen anybody wearing a wizard-like hat?
No.
Well, he's
Where you at?
I'm about 5 streets over from you. Anyways, he's about 3 feet tall. If you've seen him, you would definitely remember him.
3 feet tall.
Yeah, a little pointy hat.
Who am I talking to?
Are you talking to Sally Windrill?
Windtrip.
Windrill, like a power drill?
Where are you from?
I'm from Missouri.
Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay, who am I talking to?
You're talking to Sally Windrill, and I'm looking for Nomi. He was last seen standing in my garden.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he likes to stand in the gardens a lot of the time. He's probably standing in yours now.
He's probably standing in my garden?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
If you have him, maybe he moved over there, or maybe you gave him a job or something. I don't know where he went. Maybe someone took him.
I can't hardly hear you.
I said maybe someone took him and you have him. Someone said they sold him on the black market.
I don't know.
His name is Nomi.
Nomi.
Yeah, my little garden gnome. Do you have him?
Do I have him?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Your long pauses sound suspicious.
Huh?
Hey, can you check your garden?
Did I check my garden?
Yeah, can you check it? See if my Nomi's there?
Nah, I don't think your Nomi's there.
I think he might be.
Where'd you get my number?
I was following some leads, doing little detective work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I came up with your number.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, someone said that you paid big bucks for a garden gnome on the black market.
Oh, the black market, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't do much black market work.
Well, you never seen him? 3 foot. He has a white beard.
Guess not.
Like a little Santa Claus with a wizard hat.
I guess not.
Well, if you hear anything, can you let me know, maybe?
I don't have your phone number.
Well, do you got pen and paper?
Do I have a pen and paper?
Yeah, so you can write down my number if you come across Nomi.
Where do you live?
I live about 5 streets from you.
5 streets from me?
Yeah.
If you live 5 streets from me, I don't live in the city.
Neither do I.
Is that right?
Nomi wouldn't last in the city. He likes to...
So how tall are you then?
I'm 5'1".
You're 5'1".
Yes, sir.
So tell me about yourself. See if I want to go down 5 streets and see where you're at.
What do you mean tell you about myself? I don't understand.
Well, you called me. I didn't call you.
Yeah, I was looking for Nomi. Maybe you have him?
For Nomi.
Yeah.
That's all you want is Nomi.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I can't help you.
I think I hear him in the background.
You hear him in the background.
I recognize his voice from anywhere.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Is that him you have? Maybe you have him in a sack? Like a pillow sack?
In a sack. You want to know me, you got to go through me.
How much you asking? How much money? Will you be willing to sell him back?
Sell him back?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just a big old trader. I don't know what I might do.
I hope I get him back in one piece. And
Are you sure you just live 5 streets from me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You're kind of a little leery about telling me. I can't hardly understand what you're saying. You're not talking very plain. I think you're beating around the bush.
I'm not beating around the bush. I just don't want to give you my address because you might come take something else.
Well, if you don't know me, I'll bring him to you. Tell me where you live.
You said you can't be trusted a minute ago. You said you don't know what you're going to do. You might come with a pillowcase and grab another gnome.
Yeah.
Maybe a garden to go with the gnome. Like my oak tree or something.
I can't hardly hear you. Why don't you speak up?
I said maybe you'll come by and you'll end up taking my oak tree or something. Or maybe you'll take my garden to go with the garden gnome, like a package type deal.
What are you talking about? I can't hardly understand what you're saying.
So you're bringing him back?
Am I bringing him back?
Yeah. Can turtles fly?
Huh?
What? Are you bringing him back?
Am I bringing him back?
Yeah.
Well, he's 3 feet tall, right?
Yeah, and he has like a Santa Claus beard.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can trace this call here to see where you're coming from.
Can turtles fly?
Are you afraid to speak up?
You want my telephone number?
So I want your telephone number?
Yeah.
Maybe. And you live 5 streets from me.
I said I live about 5 miles from you.
You say 5 miles?
Yeah.
I thought you said 5 streets.
5 streets, no. So you bringing him by?
Am I bringing him back?
Yeah.
Well, hell. That's a long ways from where I live. Are you on a cell phone?
No, I'm not. I'm on a regular telephone.
You're on a regular telephone. What's the city and the town you live in?
You don't know where you live?
Answer my question. Where do you live? What's the name of the town you live in?
Why do you want my personal information? Do you want my social security number too?
No, I just
I can print you up a copy of my birth certificate. Want my birth certificate?
No. You want me to bring, what's his name?
Nomi?
Nomi?
Yeah.
You want me to bring Nomi back? You got to tell me where you live.
How about we have a drop point? We drop them off somewhere, and I'll swing by.
Okay, you want to meet me somewhere?
Yeah.
Where do you want to meet me?
Do you know where Home Depot is?
Who?
Do you know where Home Depot is?
Home Depot?
Yeah.
Home Depot where?
Whatever one's closest to you.
Whatever one's closest to me.
The farther you're from my house, better.
The further from your house?
Yes, sir.
Why not the closer to your house?
I don't want you to steal something else. My garden's looking a little empty now.
You don't want me to steal something else?
Yeah. I might come out and find my hose is gone, or maybe my grass or something.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm not a thief. I don't steal nothing. A Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot.
Well, tell me what Home Depot you want me to go to. In what town?
You know the one on Itza Boulevard?
Esther.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's at. What town?
Hello? Hello?
AtlanticDimensions.com.
Okay, and we're back, and that was Atlantic Dimensions with their new call, Nomi, which you'll find at their website at www.atlanticdimensions.com. And on the phone with me, I have Sassy Texan from the chat room. Let me turn the volume down a little before I blow everybody's eardrums out. Hello, Sassy.
Hello.
Did we get a first name, or do you just want to keep going by Sassy?
Sassy's good.
Okay. You're afraid the listeners are going to prank call you or something, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, you had an idea for a prank call. You wanted me to call up somebody who's lonely and desperate, and you were going to say that somebody bought them 10 minutes of free phone sex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think I have the perfect person here. We have my old weed dealer, the guy I used to buy weed from. His name is Dave. He lives in his parents' basement. He has no job. He just supports himself with selling the weed on the side, and he's in college. And all he ever does is sit home in his parents' basement and smoke weed and play video games all day. I don't think he even has a car. Like, if you want to buy weed, you got to show up at his house and get it from him. So, I'll click over and dial him?
Okay.
Okay. If you get a machine, just leave a message because he's home. He never goes anywhere. He's, like, super paranoid. Okay?
Okay. William has bought you a free 10-minute phone fax. You'll call 1-900. Who is your slut? And enter the code 743267. We'll get your free 10 minutes started.
He's probably listening and he doesn't know what the hell to make of that. You're really, really low though, so I don't know if the people at home even heard you. You only lit up like 2 bars on the little LED here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you want to you're trying to do the sexy voice with the whisper and everything, except it's like really hard to hear.
Well, I mean, to me, my voice is sexier when I lower it.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
a lot of people say that even if I just talk normal, my voice is extremely sexy, so.
Well, it is. That's what everybody, not just me, that's what everybody in the chat room is saying.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, that's everybody I've ever talked to. I mean, like, I've done phone sales for a long time, and I guess that's why I'm good at it, because my voice is calming and soothing.
Yeah.
But I have men hit on me all the time.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Well, of course.
men, and, you know, their tone changes immediately when they hear my voice.
They're like, oh, hello.
Exactly.
But for anybody who doesn't know, Sassy, I guess we could call you a co-host of the Porn and Jeb show.
Semi, not really co-host, I guess. I will be a co-host tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow, if anybody wants to hear you live on the air doing your own show with Porn and Jeb, they can tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock, right?
Yes.
6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on Social Crime. And you can listen to Sassy and Porn and Jeb. And I never get to listen to that show because I'm always at work, like, during those hours.
Do you work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm working until 9, so I won't be able to catch any of the show. But I have a new program I'm going to try tomorrow. Mark the DJ sent me a program called All Sound Recorder that he says I can program like a VCR.
Oh, cool.
So if anybody needs a program that they can use to record internet radio or anything on the internet, I haven't used it yet, but there's a program called All Sound Recorder XP, and you can set it like a VCR to turn itself on and record your show for you, and save the file and turn itself off again when it's done, just like a timer on a VCR.
That's really cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. And it'll count as listeners for you guys, even if they're recording it to listen to it later. It'll count as a listener for you guys, so that's cool
awesome.
too. Yeah. So let's try a random number because I want to at least get somebody. Or you know what? Let me try one of Monkey Richie's numbers because I know they all work. Okay?
Yeah, I mean we can just see like a cult one that's like a single guy person, not like Don and Steve. Don is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean I can just be like, it's Bill.
Can you click over and dial just like a random number local to you?
Yeah, I can call my cell phone so I can call anywhere in the U.S.
Well, no, just call people in Texas because rednecks are funny.
Well, we have to find... See, I don't have my phone.
Uh-huh.
Or I would have like a million lonely, desperate people. But I broke my phone.
Okay, well, do you want to call back on your cell phone? That's up to you.
Yeah, I'll call you back on my cell phone, and I will think of a good number.
Okay, cool.
Or if there's anybody in the chat room that knows anybody that's lonely and desperate and just pathetic, send them my way.
Okay.
Okay, I'll call you back in a second.
Okay,
right,
bye-bye. And that was Sassy Texan, someone who listened for the first time last week, and we hooked him. Even though I went apeshit, and even though we went apeshit, we still picked her up as a regular listener. She's hopefully she'll be one of the long-time listeners. Oh, Ted Webb is back. Ted Webb is back, and Monkey Richie says, Ted, I believe you have my stapler. I love you guys. You all crack me up.
And we can have a little fun with it today if you guys want to.
Bob, what do you think? Who should never be cloned?
Well, good afternoon. Thank you for taking my call. There was talk recently of extracting DNA from the Shroud of Turin in hopes that they could clone Jesus Christ. I do not think this is a good idea because if that was done and a man was raised in such a way, he could take over the world with his mind control and with his laser beams.
Yeah, I never thought of that whenever we thought about this question.
Yeah, that's a whole other stick. That's amazing. We have Liz on the line now. Let's go ahead.
And we're back. And I played a little bit there that I found on the internet about cloning Jesus. I thought that was funny. Somebody calling into, I believe it was a live religious talk program. It's always fun. It's always, for some reason, it's always more fun to prank the religious programs. The Adventures of Pindar and the Brown Robe Beings in the case of the stolen muon generator. This fall from Miramax. The Brown Robe Beings are his shit turds that fall into his muon generator. Yeah, so anybody, if you would like to join us and going to have some fun with Pindar, right now we're looking at ending the program on time at 1 o'clock. Sassy hasn't called back yet, and I'm still waiting for Rebel to call back. And it sure would be cool if Ted could call in, because Ted's back. But we're looking at ending the program at 1 o'clock because I'm trying to do a good job over here, but I'm just not in the mood. I haven't wanted to do this show all week, and I said to myself, I have to do it. After the way things went down last week, there's no way I could skip out on doing the program this week. I had to be here at least just to come on and tell everybody what happened and apologize to everybody about my behavior. See, I make mistakes, but at least I admit it when I do it, and I apologize, and at least I still have that one good part about me, even though I might fly off the handle. I can realize at a later date that I flew off the handle and apologize to people. And thankfully the people I fly off the handle at understand. Blood is thicker than water. Raw Milk says, not just turds, mind you, but shit turds. Anyway, I'm stalling that because I'm waiting for somebody to call in. I don't want to make calls when people are trying to call in, and I don't want to get off on a tangent. Well, let me talk about the Mark the DJ drama. Anybody who listened last week, or anybody who's a regular listener of Social Crime, knows that Mark the DJ wanted to do a bit where he was pretending that he was fired from Social Crime and his show was canceled because he's trying to create some controversy and involve the listeners and get people excited about Social Crime. And I totally understand where he's coming from, totally. Which is why last week he started the bit Friday on his program, and then I continued it on Saturday, even though I knew it was a bit. But I worked all day, and I didn't hear about the fallout that happened. But Pedge got very angry because Pedge doesn't want people thinking that he's a dick because he fired Mark the DJ. So, and Pedge was upset that he wasn't told about the bit beforehand. So I didn't know that we weren't supposed to continue with the bit, and of course I continued it. And I did a pretty good sell on the air, if I may say so myself. I sold it pretty well, and I was just saying, you know, if Pedge is going to fire Brainbox Radio, I don't know what's going to happen to us, because if that show is that good and he thinks they're not good enough, what the hell is going to happen with us? And I had a lot of people writing into me saying, well, two factions. I had people writing in saying, what happened with Mark the DJ, what happened? And I had other people writing in saying, no, this is a bit, we're not supposed to be doing this. And, well, I did it, and it was too late. But Mariah heard about the bit. She was listening. She was doing her show. She was doing Sloan's show with him, and he comes on right after Mark the DJ. So she was talking about, basically she said, if Mark is going to move to NHB, then I am too. Which, again, pissed off Pedge, and Mariah got into a fight with Pedge, and, well, the ultimate outcome is that Pedge fired Mariah, his own sister. Which is, it's bad for Social Crime because Mariah is so good and her show is so good, but it's good for Mariah and Sloan because it's better for their relationship if they're both on the same network and they're not fighting, you know. People take internet radio too seriously. It's just internet radio. Why do we have to have, like, network fights over the 100 listeners that some of NHB people can get, you know? It's only 100 people. How many people are in the world? Several billion. 100 is not very impressive. That being said, we have 59 listeners. I don't see how people can get all uppity and bent out of shape because they have like 100, or even if you had 1,000 listeners, how many millions of people are in the world? How can you really get a swelled head about 1,000 people? How can you really get possessive and pissy about such a small audience? But they do, and they have. And I don't know what the hell is up. If anybody wants to call in, the toll-free number is 1-888-202-9836. You can call in, and remember that by calling that number, I'm going to put you on the air. So don't call in unless you know you're going to be on the air, and you want to be on the air, obviously. Oh, man. Let's see who it is before I pick up. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Well, how you doing?
Hey, Mark the DJ, how you doing?
What's up?
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were listening or not. I just went into the whole thing about your drama, so I guess you heard?
Yeah, that's what I was listening to.
Yeah.
So I figured actually what got it started on Sloan's show was the fact that I had called Sloan's show like well into the third hour.
Yeah.
Actually, it was after the third hour, so it was well after 11 o'clock. And I knew that they had already been drinking a little bit, so I knew that it would probably go over a little bit better.
Yeah.
So when I did call, in her drunken 4-beer stupor, she goes, "Well, Martha DJ is leaving, and so am I."
Yeah.
So that's basically it. That's basically how it went down.
Yeah. So it's because of you bastard.
Yeah, I know, and I felt really bad about
No,
it.
I'm just kidding. Mariah's still around. It doesn't matter that she's on another network, because we can all still listen.
Absolutely. And I talked to her, and I said, honey, I really feel bad, and I'm really sorry that you're leaving. I said, but I don't want you to go. And she knows that I would have rather stayed with us.
Yeah.
Even if it was bad for them. But yeah, I wanted to mainly comment on the fact that internet radio is not that big of a deal. I don't know why people take it so seriously, but I mean,
well, myself included.
Well, it really did enlighten me in the last week about how passionate some of these people are about their favorite shows.
Yeah.
It really did. I mean, I was taken back by how passionate some of these people are. And I don't think we're that great. We're just this is our hobby. This is what we do on times that we don't have anything else to do really.
Yeah.
So but these there's a lot of listeners out there that really love us, and I was really surprised at how much people really did take this stuff seriously.
People, not just the listeners, but especially the talk radio people, myself. Well, I'm trying to be better about it, but you can attest to the fact that I've been a royal prick lately sometimes. Over at Social Crime, making ridiculous demands and stuff like that.
Well, I wouldn't say a royal prick.
And did I ever officially apologize for lying to you?
You lied to me?
Well, remember when I said that Atlantic Dimensions had withdrawn permission to play the prank calls?
Yeah, I do remember.
So I lied to you out of my own anger, and I apologize for that too. I feel like an alcoholic, when somebody joins AA and they have to go and make amends to everybody that they've done wrong.
Right.
That's what I feel like, and I've been doing that all week, but it's very cleansing.
Oh, it is. It's very. You feel a big weight come off your shoulders.
Yeah. And with that exception, everybody has accepted my apologies, and I'm very grateful for that. That I haven't burned bridges so badly that they're irreparable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess the main point is that instead of people being mad, I wish that they would really take the time throughout the week. Most people don't know that a lot of us broadcasters, we prepare all week for our shows. And I think it would just be really nice if some of the listeners would just take a little bit of their time throughout the week preparing for their favorite show to come on, make a flyer or something and pass it out at their school or college or whatever, just, help the business. Because I would really hate for Howard Stern to say, okay, well, I'm going to go to internet radio now, and he be the reason that internet radio makes it big.
Oh, I don't care. I just want internet radio to make it big. I don't care how it happens.
Well, I don't know. I just think it would be kind of cool if we had a nice base of listeners before he actually, really dives headfirst into this whole thing. A lot of us have been doing it a hell of a lot longer than him, and if he's going to get on and then automatically gain, 20,000 listeners, I'm going to be really pissed. I really am. I'm going to be really fucking pissed off.
Well, he's Howard Stern. He's proven himself over and over again for near 30 years or so.
So what do I need to do? Just get more lesbians on my show, or
30 years.
Right.
More boobs on the webcam.
More boobs on the webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it is proven. I mean, sex sells. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just figured I'd call in and briefly comment.
It's great to talk to you and to know that you're listening.
Yes, of course.
The Social Crime stream has been screwed up all day today.
Pitch's router died.
Oh.
So I covered for 7 hours today. I played Friday show and then Tuesday's experimental radio show because all I have is my own stuff.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that once my automation went off, that you would probably be around preparing for your show and you would go, oh, this is not cool. So
yeah, except that I came home from work and took a nap.
Oh, really?
I didn't know it was down until 9:30, and I didn't check the streams. I went directly into the chat room.
And I didn't get home until 9:45, so I was like, I hope somebody picked up the ball when my automation went off. So.
Yeah.
But it seemed to work out okay. I mean, most people knew that you were going to be on at 10 o'clock anyway, and it hasn't hurt the numbers at all. I don't think you've had a pretty decent show as far as numbers go.
Yeah.
So,
Am I still the #1 show? I got 39 now.
Well, you've got 39 on the broadband. You've got what?
I have nothing on the
No.
dial-up. I wasn't able to get into the dial-up.
Well, I'm running a relay stream. If you didn't know, I'm running a relay stream that's also a 56K, and you have 5 listeners on that one. So technically, on broadband, you have about 44.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you've got 3 on the dial-up, so that makes 47, and then you've also got 18 on PCU.
Yeah.
So you're doing all right.
Too bad we can't get Inbox in here. That would
Well,
be great.
Inbox is officially dead.
Oh, they are gone for good now?
Well, they're not gone. They've gone completely subscription.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Well,
so
fuck that then.
yeah, it's like $4 a month to listen to their stream.
Oh, that's,
So
that's not bad if you like their content, I guess.
Right. But, there's a lot of people out there that love to hear, old Carlin over and over and over again. I'm just not one of them.
I hope we never do that. Imagine if Social Crime would pay only. I would
No
probably
one
leave.
would pay to listen to our dumbasses. Nobody.
I would probably leave.
Stern, maybe.
Yeah, totally.
Stern, maybe.
Totally.
But not us.
Stern can make a lot more money off of internet radio, I bet.
I guarantee you can. Plus, he's totally uncensored.
Yeah.
And the great thing about that is that, if he does rebroadcast his live shows on terrestrial radio, they'll have time to bleep out all the bad words he says.
Yeah. And there's
he can
nothing
be
written anywhere
on
that's...
the internet and still get his listeners on terrestrial stations at the same time.
And it's not written anywhere that he can't get advertising and do, commercial internet radio.
Absolutely not. He
Yeah.
can make a ton of money. And believe you me, he will make a ton if he goes internet radio.
Totally. Probably a lot more than he does
if
now.
nothing else, just from the advertisers.
And he can sit in his home and not have to drive into the studio every week.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well,
So,
anyway, Mark, it was nice talking to you.
It's nice chatting with you. I know
Nice to know you're
we've got
listening.
a half hour left. Huh?
Yeah, nice to know you're listening. I'm laughing at the half hour left because I always run over, but tonight I really do want to end on time.
Really?
I've been burned out for a long
I've been
time.
meaning to ask you, what do you plan on doing during your break?
I'm probably going to play... I have shows that are almost 2 years old that I could play. Stuff that people would probably never remember.
Right.
Or I could set up a playlist. Or I have entire folders that are 12 hours long of KDK stuff that people haven't heard before.
Right.
Just outtakes and unreleased stuff, and I could set up a playlist and maybe...
Well, that would actually be really well for nostalgia purposes for your old listeners,
Yeah, they could
be
listen...
like, oh wow, I haven't heard this one in a couple of years.
The only problem is the old shows sound really, really bad because some of them are done on Alternicast,
Right.
and that was really, really poor quality, so I probably wouldn't play one of those. But I could do, like I said, just play rare KDK stuff that they'll never hear in rotation or on any other network, and hopefully people will still listen and hang out in the chat room. A lot of the people who hang out in the chat room, even when I took my break, shortly before I started Social Crime, I went into retirement, and it only lasted a month. But while I was gone, we had the same amount of people showing up in the chat room just because they're accustomed to meeting there with their friends and hanging out. So even though I would say tops I would be gone 4 weeks because I have to be back by June 26th because that'll be my annual Gay Pride show.
Right.
So I have to at least be back by then. So it won't be that long. And who knows, because I have a playlist set up, there's nothing that says I can't bust in with a mic and just decide to go live,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as long as,
I was afraid how Pedge would take it.
Replayed. Huh?
I was afraid how Pedge would take it. I thought he might get upset. When I sent that email out today about season finale, I was just waiting for Pedge to get all pissed off.
I don't think. Well, he's barely been on the, been on online the last few days. So I think he's getting a little burnt out too, just because he's under so much pressure. I don't know. It's rough.
Now that we're settled in, we all need to lay back and take it easy.
Yeah, absolutely. This is internet. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
I always promise myself that the day it quit being fun would be the day I quit.
Me too.
So, when it gets just too much to fucking bear that I have to, take sedatives and drink a half a case just to, chill out for the night, that's the day I'll be quitting. I'll be hanging up on microphones. So.
Me too. I feel exactly the same way.
But, as of right now, I'm going strong and I'm having fun. So I don't see any stopping in sight as of right now.
Cool.
And I hope everyone keeps listening.
Yeah. And everybody, tell your friends. We need to grow this faster.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, all you have to do is just, write our URL on a piece of paper and stick it up on a bulletin board somewhere. Just at colleges and stuff. I mean, any little bit would help us out.
Even if you're a kid, just write it on your desk at school.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure if all schools are like mine. In mine, we would like move from class to class, and you'd have like 8 people sitting at the same desk all day.
Mhm.
You know, just write it on the desk.
Yep. Or in the stalls in the bathrooms. I used to write shit on the stalls in the bathroom all the time.
Yeah, write it on the chalkboard before the teacher gets into the class. Do they still use chalkboards?
Yeah. Well, I think they probably use like dry erase boards or something.
Yeah.
No, but it doesn't matter. It all works. Anything. Just get our name out there.
Yeah. Well,
would appreciate
why don't you go ahead and plug your shows before we go?
All right. Well, starting on well, not starting, but on Tuesday is my solo show. It's experimental radio. It's more of an intelligence show. It's more of an I don't know. We deal with more social issues that have to deal with our generation. Generation X is a very troubled generation, so there's more than enough to talk about. It's always been fun. We play some good music and just have a good time. And that starts at 10 p.m. And it's supposed to end at 12, but the last 2 times I've done it, no one's wanted the show to end. They just keep wanting talking. So I've ended up staying on 2.5 hours both times.
Uh-huh.
And then on Friday is, of course, Brainbox Radio with Drunk Kevin and Touche and Sexy K. And well, we've actually had a good friend of mine, Ben. He's been coming in the last 2 shows, so
yeah.
It's been a really good time. So I encourage everyone to tune in and hang out
boobs on webcam sometimes.
Sometimes you never know.
Sometimes you can tune in. You never know when you're going to see a boob.
It depends on how much liquor we've had.
You got to get somebody to like whip their dick out and shake it on the webcam.
Well, I got a whole bottle of vodka tonight when I was out, so I'm going to be extremely liquored up on Tuesday night.
Keith says, please let it be Mark and not Drunk Kevin who shakes his dick.
I don't know. Drunk Kevin was pretty hung on my ass, so I might just show my bare ass.
There you go.
It might work.
Okay.
So, all right, man. Well, you have a good rest of the show.
Okay. Peace out, man.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. And that was Mark the DJ, host of Brainbox Radio and Experimental Radio. And we have about 25 minutes left. And it's no big deal if we run over time, but I'd like to end on time tonight because I'm eager to start my my second early retirement. It's not the end, folks. I'm going to be back. It's only going to be a couple weeks. Who knows? By this time next Saturday, maybe my mood will shift completely because I am manic depressive like that. So maybe my mood will shift completely, and I'll be all fired up and wanting to do the program every week again. Who knows? My temper's always flaring like a pack of hemorrhoids. Anyway, I'm opening up my show notes here, my Word document that has my show notes in it. I wasn't sure if I was going to go into this or not, because I know most people totally don't want to hear me talk about manic depression and bipolar disorder. Saved by the phone. Everybody's like, whew, thank God someone called. Katie Gay's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello again, Sassy.
How are you?
Not too bad.
Dave, you know I love you. I mean, I'm new, and I love you, right?
Yeah.
You're aware of this.
Thank you. Now I know that you're prefacing it to, like, give me an insult. Go ahead.
No, not at all. Not at all, sweetheart. Not at all.
Well, go ahead.
Mark the DJ?
Yeah.
Very sexy voice. Kind of southern voice. Very sexy voice.
Oh.
But he talks forever. Shut him up.
Well, he's an internet talk radio guy. That's why he's so good at it, because he's good at, like, keeping the words flowing.
I was trying to call in, and we're all in the chat room going, shut up, Mark.
Oh, really? Were you? That's mean.
Yeah, we're all like, Mark, shut up.
Hey, do you have a headset so you can join us in having some fun with Pindar a little later?
Yeah, I can give a headset.
Okay, cool. Do you have Yahoo?
Yes, I have Yahoo.
Okay, cool. We're going to go into the Yahoo voice chats after the program.
Okay.
We go into science and beyond planet Earth, and we're going to find Pindar_1, and we're going to have some fun. Whatever happens, happens. He'll probably be giving out my my name, address, and phone number for anybody who wants it. Pindar will give it to you.
All right.
And we'll be giving out his info too, I'm sure. If he does that, we'll be giving out his info. I have two different phone numbers for this guy.
Okay.
Hey, that's it. You got to call Pindar.
No, I'll call Pindar in just a second. First of all, DJ Stan is a new listener of yours, and he's also going to tune in tomorrow from 6 to 8 Eastern Time and listen to me live on the Corner Show.
Awesome.
He wants us to call his dad and do the phone sex prank with his dad.
Okay, did you get the number already?
He put it up there. Yes, he did. He put it up there for me. Let me scroll back up. He did.
Okay, whenever you're ready. Okay, so you're gonna start out, and if you want backup, you can call for me, and if you want like the old lady, you can call for Jill. If you want the old man, call for Ed. If you want a gay guy, call for Maurice. If you want a hick, call for, I don't know, just call for a hick name or something. I haven't come up with a name for my hick voice yet. Jethro. Jethro.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay. And Sassy's going to click over and dial this person's father, and we're going to do a phone sex prank. No, not her father, but she's talking to somebody in the chat room, and he wants her to call his father. She has a sexy voice, so she's going to do a phone sex operator.
Hello?
Yes, it's Stan, please.
Who?
Stan.
Speaking.
Hi, Stan. My name is Monique, and I'm calling with Phone Sex Sluts R Us. And your friend Bill that you work with, he has given you a free 10-minute phone sex.
No, I don't think so.
Hy not, Stan?
No. Who called?
Bill? Bill, he gave you this for your birthday. It's just absolutely free. It's going to cost
No,
you
I don't have no bill.
No. Your friend, his name is Bill.
I know, but I don't have no friends named Bill.
Well, maybe it's William. He said Bill. Maybe that could be an alias. He doesn't want you to know who it is. I'm not sure. I just know that I have the name and your phone number and a free birthday gift of 10 minutes.
Nope, that don't turn me on.
It doesn't turn you on?
No.
The fact that I'm laying here naked and I'm rubbing my pussy, that doesn't turn you on?
Nope.
Why not, Stan? Do you not like women?
That's not the reason.
Well, I tell you what, we don't normally do this, but in your case, since this is a birthday gift, I can get my friend Maurice on the phone if you'd rather talk to him.
No.
So, do you not like men?
No.
Do you not?
No, I don't like men.
You don't like men? Do you not like?
No.
Do you not? Where are you located at, Stan? Are you in the South somewhere?
Yes.
Do y'all is it horses that you're into, or is it the cows?
No.
Then I'm not understanding why you don't want to have phone sex.
No.
I'm not getting it, Stan. I'm not.
Mainly, I got a granddaughter beside me.
Oh my goodness. Well, can you go in the bathroom?
No.
Well, I'm required to keep you on the phone for 10 minutes. We could talk about it later.
No, I'll talk later, maybe.
Well, I can't call back, Stan.
That's all right.
I'm required to keep you on the phone for 10 minutes.
No. Oh. Don't need it.
Well, you could go in the bathroom.
No.
I don't mind.
Bye.
Or you can go in the living room.
Bye.
Do you have a garage?
You should have just...
Hang on, let me quit.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, that was great. I was waiting for you to just go into it, like, even though he kept saying no, I was waiting for you to just start talking dirty anyway. I would like it if you would play with my nipples.
Pussy, does that not stand? And he's like, nothing. No.
Okay, now we gotta have you call Pindar the Muon Man.
Okay, what do we do with Pindar?
Okay, you know how to block your number, right? Or is it blocked automatically?
Oh shit! I didn't block it with Stan. Oh hell!
Well, it's okay.
I didn't block it with Stan. Stan will be calling me later.
So if he calls you back, say, "Okay, you ready now?"
I'm like, "Are you ready?"
Okay, you know how to block your number, right? Because he's probably going to freak out and threaten you, but don't be scared. He's just an old windbag. There's nothing he can do, okay?
I'm not scared of anyone, honey.
Awesome. You're my kind of girl. Okay, I'm gonna mute the microphone, and I'm gonna give you Pindar's phone number. Okay.
I already got it.
Oh, you got it already?
Yes.
So you must hang out in the Yahoo chats with Pindar already.
Yes.
Wait. We don't want to give it out on the air because he's mental. Who knows what he'll do if I give it out on the air?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, what's like come my penis off?
What's that?
I'm wearing it right now, so that's normal.
You know what you do? Call him and do the phone sex thing. And when he's like, I don't want to hear about it or whatever, you can say, I'm playing with your catheter. Like, talk sexy about, like, his colostomy bag and his catheter.
Does he have one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this is great.
This would be great if we actually get him to talk for a few minutes.
Oh, Dave, this is great. Go into the hole. I like to drink the piss. Can I poke a hole in it and suck it out?
Oh, man. I love it.
Oh, you just don't understand. I mean, if Stan ran with the horses thing, I'd have been right in there.
Yeah.
Poppin', you and I have had conversations. I'd be right in there. All right, let's go help him. Okay.
Matt Halbert or Pindar?
That's what I mean, Pindar.
Okay.
Is his name Pindar?
His name is Glenn.
Okay, I should ask for Glenn.
Okay.
Okay, and who is giving him the minute?
What's that?
Who is giving him the free?
Tell him Sally, because that'll really piss him off or something.
Okay, alright, okay, gotcha.
He's probably, if you say Sally, he's probably going to give out my personal info on there. I'll have to be ready with the phone. It doesn't matter.
Oh, wait, no. Mute me.
Okay, hang on a second. That's what he always does. He'll probably tell you I'm recording this whole conversation. So you say, well, my voice cannot be recorded because the pitch and timbre of my voice will automatically erase any magnetic recording he made of it.
Are we going to do the phone text or should we do it more on him?
I think we ought to do the... I don't know, it's up to you. Whichever one you think you could run with better.
Phone text.
Phone sex?
The phone text.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready. Anytime you are. This is too much fun.
Okay.
This is so much fun it ought to be illegal. Well, it is called the Social Crime Network, so it's only appropriate, right? Prank calls are a social crime, like farting in public. That's a social crime.
Hello. Please leave your message. I will in touch with you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hello?
Glenn?
Yes?
Hi, how are you this evening?
Just a moment. Sorry about that. Hello?
Hi, Glenn, how are you?
And who do we have here?
My name is Candy.
Your name is Candy.
Yes, my name is Candy, and I'm calling you with 1-900 phone spot RS.
You're calling me what?
From 1-900 phone spot RS.
And why are you calling me?
Because your friend Sally.
Who?
Your friend Sally.
My friend Sally?
Yes.
Matter of fact, who's my friend Sally?
I don't know who it is. Your friend Sally, though, she has given you for your birthday a free 10-minute.
Pardon?
Hello, can you hear me?
Not too well.
Can you hear me better now?
Possibly. Now, what's this all about?
That's what I'm trying to explain to you, Glenn. Your friend Sally.
I have no friend named Sally.
Well, that's the name that she gave me.
Well, honey, you know what?
What's that?
Which city are you in?
What city am I in?
Uh-huh.
I'm in Los Angeles, California.
You're in Los Angeles, and Sally Winder had you call me.
I have no idea. All I know is the name Sally. Can I please finish explaining?
You know what? You know what is happening right now? I want you to understand that your voice is being recorded right now and will be presented to the authorities in California.
Oh, my voice.
You are making what's known as a prank call and a harassing call. You have just entered the problem area of known as prosecution, sweetie. You should never have called this number no matter who told you to. You are being recorded. You can hang up if you wish to, but your number and name shall be traced, and you shall be presented with a little problem of the cops. Do you realize what you gotten yourself into?
Okay, well, I'm just trying to do a job. Can I?
You're getting yourself in deeper and deeper, sweetie. Because you're in California, you will be arrested and prosecuted for harassing a 70-year-old man and doing this at the behest of someone who is violating the law, and he runs prank calls, and he's recording, everything goes on, and then he sells this. But what you have done is called me to harass me at a number you should not have called. You are being recorded. Okay. And I have been in touch with authorities in a couple places, including the Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office, and we have been waiting for you to call, sweetie. Now, you should have hung up the moment I told you you were being recorded.
Okay, so...
You are being traced right now.
Oh, okay.
Surprise, sweetie.
Okay, so did Sally warn you that we were going to call then?
Sally didn't say a word to me. Sally is a prank caller, and they have been harassing me, sweetie. And that's why you are being recorded for the Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, well...
And I suggest you get a lawyer. I mean it. I'm not kidding, sweetie. Have a nice day.
Hello?
This is your problem, sweetheart.
No,
You are going to be arrested.
I don't mind if you're recording me. Hello? I'm going to be arrested. Oh, my God. What am I going to do?
Click over, make sure he's gone.
He's gone. I clicked.
That was great. You couldn't even get the story out before he started in with his "you're being recorded," but don't worry about it. He's just completely insane.
They're fixing to knock on my door.
What's that?
They're fixing to knock on my door, babe. I'm going to be arrested.
All because of us.
All because of you.
Well, he has all my personal information, and he's been giving it out forever. So if anything was going to happen, I would have been arrested a long, long time ago. But nobody takes him seriously because he's completely insane.
I better call. That's Cochran. That's what Mark is.
You keep breaking in and out.
Mark the DJ. Sassy better call Cochran.
What's that?
Mark, go to the chat room.
Okay, what's Mark saying? Oh, Mark's in the chat room?
Yes.
Awesome. What did he say? Let me scroll down.
He said I should call.
Oh, call who's Cochran? Hello?
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran?
OJ's lawyer.
How'd you get that phone number?
No.
Oh, he thinks you mean a lawyer. Aha, there you go. You need a lawyer because you're Prank Pindar. I gotcha. I'm just a little slow. I'm gonna let you go though, Sassy, because your phone it sounds like it's dying. It's breaking in and out.
Is that better?
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. That was great. Great job. That was funny as all. I can't wait to go and listen to that again. I hope everybody in the chat room enjoyed that one.
Oh my God, they were dying.
Farhan's in there, and he says KDK is a furker, and he still hasn't got my name right. I've even gone in there and told him how to pronounce. Anyway, he traced me in seconds last night. Monkey saw it. Is that for real, Hellbringer? Sassy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, that was fun, but I'm gonna let you go because I gotta wrap up the program here.
Okay.
Okay. It was great talking to you, and I hope to hear from you next week. And
everyone listen to me tomorrow. Porn and Deb, 6 to 8. Everybody listen. I'll be live on the show.
Okay.
So for 2 full hours, you get to hear my voice.
I'm going to set my all sound recorder so I can listen to it later.
Absolutely wonderful.
Okay, take it easy. Bye-bye. And that was Sassy. She listened to the program for the first time last week. And, of course, the chat room lit up with, like, people who said she's got a sexy voice and they wanted her number. All the pervs that hang out in our chat room. That's okay. It's perfectly normal for a heterosexual male to be perverted. Actually, I think they're kidding about tracing you. Anarva Casablancas? I don't even know these names. He knew the city I was calling from as soon as I hung up. He was probably just guessing. I guess. I don't know. My understanding of prank calling is that if you call somebody once, you can't get in trouble. They have to prove a pattern of abuse and a pattern of harassment before they can get in trouble. And the cutoff is usually 3. Hello?
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 Can I ask who this is?
Can I ask who this is? You called me, you ought to know who it is.
Well, the number was on my caller ID.
No, it wasn't. I didn't call anyone.
My son was calling you. I was just wondering why he was calling you so late.
Who's your son?
Jonathan?
I don't know any Jonathan.
You don't know John?
No, I'm trying to think, but John from work?
All I know is he was calling this number. I was wondering why he called so late.
Where do you live? Maybe I'll know who it is from that. Just tell me what state you live in.
Michigan?
Michigan. Do we have anybody from Michigan?
You know, the one that looks like a glove?
Okay, who is this really?
My name is Bill, but my son was calling you, and I was just wondering why.
You don't sound pardon me for saying so, but you don't sound old enough to have a son. You sound like you're like a teenager or someone around my age.
Well, I'm 32.
Oh, wow.
John was sort of an accident.
Now, no parent is going to call their kid an accident.
Well, he was. I got drunk one night, and 6 months later, I get a phone call. So
6 months?
It happened.
So he was born like 3 months premature?
No, I found out when the bitch was 6 months pregnant.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I was just wondering why he was jumping off a garage.
Oh. Are you really his dad?
Yes, I am.
It totally was not my idea for him to jump off the garage, but I put it on the site because I think it's very cool.
All I know is I came home from work and my son's jumping off the garage with his black friends. I have no idea what's going around here nowadays.
Yeah, well, as long as he didn't get hurt.
I don't know. He has a big cut on his foot.
Uh-oh. Well, he shouldn't have done it barefoot. Put on some boots or something.
Well, my son's not the brightest crane in the box.
He's a good kid. He was able to edit that whole video. That takes some intelligence.
It should, because I have to pay for the shit.
He was able to edit and encode the whole video. So, your son's a cool kid.
Yeah, too bad he can't do good in school, huh?
Well,
little bastard won't ever get out of bed and go to school. I have to come upstairs and beat his ass every other day.
Oh, do you? He's a big kid. He could probably take you.
I don't think so. I'm 6'3" and 230. I don't think he's taking me.
Okay. Well, he might need to use a weapon. Not that I'm giving him any advice or anything.
Yeah, all right. He's going to come after me with a 2x4 tomorrow morning.
Well, if you really are John's dad, I think you're really cool. I think it's great that he has a cool dad, and it explains why he's such a cool kid, probably.
Yeah, at least he's not doing those drugs.
Exactly. He's not out getting drunk or being a little juvenile delinquent.
He's not smoking that marijuana cigarette, you know?
There you go.
He's good.
Yeah, there you go. See? There's always a bright side. He may be jumping off the roof, but at least he's not on drugs.
Maybe he is on drugs to jump off the garage.
Yeah. I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But it's all in good fun.
All right.
Okay, peace out, man.
I was just trying. Okay, peace.
Bye. Well, apparently that really was his dad. You know, Neo's dad has called him before, and he was really cool. Our listeners have, like, really cool parents. Oh, God. KDK's Lunatic Friends, you're on the air.
Yes, I'd like to speak to KDK, please.
KDK's not here. This is Ed on the mic.
How are you doing, Ed? This is awesome. My name is Ronald.
I'm a little disoriented. I'm sitting here in my own filth.
So am I. When I called up the nurses today to get me some new Depends, it was all crusted in the behinder.
Wait, nurse. Are you the nurse? I need you to come and empty my colostomy bag.
Hello, this is Felicia.
Mike Capel, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Everybody, this is Mike Capel, the co-host of Ventrilo Nation.
I'm the host now.
Oh, you're the full-fledged host of Ventrilo Nation on Social Crime, which is now on from 6 to 8 every Thursday?
That's right.
Wow, I can't believe I got that right.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could do some prank calls.
Actually, Mike, I'm getting ready to wind up the program.
Oh, yeah? I want to tell you a story that I did yesterday.
Okay.
I hacked into a guy's answering machine.
Uh-huh. Oh, you hacked an answering machine?
Yeah. And I left a outgoing message, and I said, hello, this is Ed Rosenthal. I'm calling from the hospital, and I'm not able to take your call right now, but if you donate some money to the Ed Rosenthal Save My Little Fund, I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for calling, and have a good day.
That's funny.
And if you call it, I'm gonna put this on here real quick, and I'll show you the message.
Okay. He's gonna click over and dial so we can hear. He took my advice and he hacked into somebody's machine and left an outgoing message. That's ridiculous. I love doing that. Like it says in the Atlantic Dimensions video, I get all excited whenever I get into somebody's machine.
Guess what? We're gay!
Guess what? We're gay!
Check the number and dial again.
Hold on.
They didn't even work the hey in there, though. Hey. We're fabulous! I feel like going into the Yahoo chat room so I can hear, like, Pendar's... If somebody's in the Yahoo chat room, record Pendar's reaction to the call he just got. That'll be funny. Yeah, he's full of it. Pendar's just an old windbag.
Yes, is Kate there, please?
Hello.
Yes, who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Who's this?
This would be Lisa. What are you doing?
This is Lisa. Oh, not too much. I'm just calling to see how you're doing. What's that? My name is Ed Rosenthal. And I was wondering if you were home right now.
No, I'm not home right now.
Because I'd like to come over and see you. Now, can you hold on a second? I've got a friend that would like to speak with you. What's that? Hold on a sec, please.
Hello, dear. How are you doing? Lisa?
Yep.
How are you doing, dear?
Doing all right.
You're doing all right?
Yep.
Well, my name is Joe Rosenthal, and I apologize for the raspy voice. I never got that far with throat cancer. I was wondering how you were doing, dear.
I'm doing all right.
That's good to hear.
Hello. Hello, who's this on my phone? Who is this mocking me?
My name is Jill Rosenthal.
No, you're not. I'm the real Jill Rosenthal. Who are you?
My name is Mohammed.
Okay, Mohammed, you better stop impersonating me and calling my house. And who is this Lisa woman? Lisa, why are you calling me too? Are you in cahoots with this jackass?
Hello?
Hello? Did he put you up to calling me?
No, he called me.
I'm an 87-year-old woman with throat cancer, and he's always calling here and harassing me, and he knows I'm not supposed to raise my voice, and he always makes me yell. And now he's like, he thinks it's funny I have throat cancer.
185.
Hello?
Lisa?
I think we confused her, Mike. But I gotta go. But seriously, if you want to do the voices, that's fine. But you gotta at least change the names.
What'd you say?
You do the voices pretty well, but you gotta at least change the name, you know?
All right. Well, you have a good show.
Okay, take it easy, man. I'm gonna let Mike go because I was hearing my echo there in the background. And you know, if you're gonna do like impersonations of voices that I do, at least don't use like the exact same name I do. Just do your own old guy name. What's a good old guy name? Wilbur? Herman? Herman. This is Herman. Hello. This is Herman. Hello. Wow, we got a lot of people in the chat room. I would feel really bad to end the program right now. We got 29 people in the chat room. Maybe I ought to start the program at fucking midnight. It's like... Hello?
Hey, Dave.
Rebel!
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, man? I keep expecting, like, Pindar to call me, because I know he knows my phone number. I keep expecting him to call and threaten me. You haven't been listening tonight, but we had a listener just make a really funny call to Pindar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sassy with the sexy voice.
Long story, man. I don't want to get into it right now.
Well, not you with the sexy voice. Sassy has the sexy voice.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I feel a whole lot better about myself now. No, actually, I was calling in. Keebler, if you're listening, could you please turn your damn phone on, you moron? Because I was going to call in with him tonight, but I'm at this party right now, so...
You're at a party right now?
Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to
God, the chat room is like exploding, and I can't even pay attention to it. Like, all the social crime people showed up here.
Yeah. Did Ted come back yet?
Did who? Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Ted is in the chat room.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Because he was going out, so...
He went out to dinner with his wife, but I don't think he said anything in the chat room for a little while, so he might be AFK.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll either call in with him or Keebler.
You know, that Pindar call really cheered me up. I didn't feel like doing pranks. You know who Pindar is, right?
Yeah.
I really didn't feel like doing pranks tonight, but that Pindar really cheered me up. I can't wait to go.
You just need me and Ted to get up and do a little Jack Johnson. No, you should hear Keebler. He's been practicing Jack Johnson. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
We ought to just call him up. We ought to just call him up and say, "Look, we're going to keep calling you until you stop giving out Dave's personal info." You're just one person, but the lunatic fringe are many.
Don't mess with us, man.
Yeah, really. A lot of us are hackers. Well, not me, but a lot of you guys are hackers.
And all the teenagers who listen to the program are hackers.
Mm-hmm.
And we have nothing better to do, really.
It's not that you don't have anything better to do, but it's just so much damn fun to do.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try to call in later. I just wanted to let you know that I'm alive, but I'm a little tied up right now. So.
Okay, you go back to your party.
Yeah. It's a family party.
Are you drinking? Oh, it's your family party?
I don't drink and smoke, by the way.
You don't drink?
I'm a clean, innocent black man.
Well, good for you. Nothing wrong with that.
The only clean, innocent black man in America, man.
You're the one.
Yes, I'm the one.
Okay.
Oh, I hear the cops coming. Okay.
So you're gonna be trying to. You're gonna try to call back in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and stretch you for a little while, but I'm not gonna stay on for that much longer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Peace. And that was Rebel, who hopefully will be able to get hold of his friend and call back in and get himself to someplace quiet so that we won't hear his family carousing in the background. Are you asleep? Keith is falling asleep on the couch behind me. I gotta pee really. You know, I haven't taken a single pee break the whole evening, so I'm gonna go do that now. In the meantime, I have another Atlantic Dimensions prank call I can play. This one's called Carpet Help. And Christ, I gotta pee.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Who are you calling?
I'm calling you. I hear your phone ring, didn't it?
Yes, but I don't know who this is.
Oh, this is Sally Wendrill.
I'm sorry, who?
Sally Wendrill.
And who are you calling?
I'm calling you. You told me to call you and if I ever need anything, and about 3 months ago, in the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
You remember me now?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just. We were listening to a book and reading the paper, and I just guess I didn't remember.
Oh, that's okay then. Anyways, I got some new carpet I need installing, and I can't do it. I was wondering if there's someone that you know that could help putting some carpet.
Oh, are you the lady that was talking about was looking for the plywood?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Now we're not. I mean, repair people. I mean, you know. I mean, we've never installed carpet before.
So you think you can maybe try to figure it out? Maybe do some guesswork or something? Because I walk barefoot most of the time, and the hard cement floor is giving me blisters.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you give me your telephone number, and I'll see what I can figure out.
All righty. Do you have a pen and paper?
Hold on just a minute. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
You got it all?
And your name is Sally?
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't have the plywood either?
Well, I still have the plywood.
Are you going to bring it over too?
Well, I really don't know if, let's see, didn't you say that your son was going to install it?
He was going to try, but he's getting a little busy lately, and he said maybe you kind of folks would help me out.
Well, I'll be glad to see what we can do.
That's good, and God bless you for helping out and at least trying, because
and on the phone
I have an empty room here, and I just don't have the ability to do this stuff myself.
Hello.
I'll see what I can figure out.
Very loud.
Alrighty then.
And
what is that going on? What's in the back?
I will call you and let you know.
Alrighty then.
Hang on a second.
I'm going to patch it.
Let me pause the prank. When I walked away, I muted the computer, so I thought like the prank was over when I came back, but the prank was still going. So on the phone with me here, I have Farhan, who is
I'm a blind bitch.
You're a social crime groupie.
I'm a social crime dude that needs to be. I'm on staff.
Yeah, actually you are.
I am the social crime helper dude.
The audio guy.
Not anymore. I got demoted.
Again?
Again.
Well,
At least I'm not the gopher this time. I'm the helper dude. I help people. No, really do. I help people.
So that would be customer assistance or listener assistance.
Yeah, I guess
Since they're not really customers.
That works.
Listener assistance.
Yes.
Are you still up on the crew page?
He hasn't put me back up yet, but I doubt he will put me back up in the near future because he is tired all the time.
Who, Pej?
Yes, he is. He is like, tired.
He's burned out. He's been doing this whole social crime thing nonstop for a long time.
Man, he's got to...
We all need to give it a rest.
I mean, like, hang out and chill a little bit. He's all hyperactive all the time.
Yeah. I think me and Pej and Mark all need to, like, kick back and relax. Social crime is established. It'll slowly grow.
I hang out a lot in Venturlo and just sort of, chill. But I can't wait to get in Yahoo chat. And I'm not going to mess with this guy, but I want to hear what he has to say. This is going to be funny as shit.
Oh, don't be afraid of this old windbag.
I'm not afraid of him.
Do whatever you want.
Nah, I just don't want to mess with people. I never mess with people. I'm not that kind of person.
No, this guy will make you hate him. He is so angry and evil and bitter. He's probably the angriest, meanest person I've ever met.
Really?
I feel sort of bad for him.
Can he use the computer at all?
Well, yeah, I guess he's pretty good with a computer. That's like all he does all day.
Oh, really?
He's retired. I don't think he's 70. I think he's close to it, but all he does is sit in Yahoo chats all day.
Colostomy bag.
What's that?
He has a colostomy bag?
He has a colostomy bag and a catheter. That's where they have to stick a hose down the tip of your pee hole so that you can pee.
That is not the wind.
No, it's not. And he actually took webcam pictures of it.
Yeah.
He turned on his webcam for everybody in the chat room to look at one night. How great would it be if he could get Pindar to turn on his webcam and show us his catheter? Oh, God.
Oh, man, I'd be left out, dude.
I don't think you would want to see it. You would be spared, not left out.
That's a good idea. That is not the wind.
Okay, Farhan, I'm going to go so I can free up the phone.
Woot. Are you going to end your show?
What's that?
Are you going to end your show or no?
Well, Rebel wants to call back, so I'm going to give him a little while. If he's not back by like 1:30, I'm going to end the program, and then we're all going to go to Yahoo.
Woot.
And you can contact me on AIM, and I'll set up a Yahoo account for you.
Woot.
Okay? So I'll talk to you later. they set up this security measure where when you're done registering, they give you like an image, and it's like a Word image. It's like an image file. It's basically to prevent bots from going through and registering like all kinds of bogus like emails and stuff like that. But the side effect is that it also makes it so that blind people can't register. So I'll help set Farhan up with an account so he can join us in the fun that is Yahoo chat room, and he, along with everybody else, can learn my my address and my phone number. Oh, I don't care anymore. I've never gotten a single phone call from anybody giving out my phone number in Yahoo. Not that I know of. Josh says, luckily I wasn't viewing. It's not something I would want to see, but it's something I would want to be able to get screen captures of just to use against him, and like every time he acts like a dick, like post a link to his catheter. Sassy! Hello? You're not getting scared now, are you?
No, I'm sorry. I blanked out because I was reading what my in the chat room. Farhan, I'm fixing to PM you, dear. I've already made you a Yahoo account.
Oh, you made an account for Farhan already?
Yeah, I don't like Farhan.
If you don't like Farhan, why'd you set up an account for him?
Because I don't like him, and I'm just nice that way.
See, you're kidding. How can you not like Farhan? He's a little hyper sometimes, but that's about it.
Because I live in the sticks, and the only thing Pedge and I got into this whole big long conversation. Pedge and I, you can ask Pedge, I got big balls because I was like, fuck you, I don't care who you are, I'm not licking your ass, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
He said he was saying, kiss my ass, I'm the general manager. And you're like, no, you're not. And then he told you, he sent you to the crew page, and you saw that he was.
No, that's so not what happened. He was all like, you know, he's like,
the Mormon generator.
You know, I own it, right? He's like, I own this stuff. I'm like, good for you. You know, I was like, I don't care. So anyway, I made Farhan a name. I don't like Farhan because I'm on dial-up because I live in the sticks and that's all that I can get. Farhan was putting me in the punishment room and wouldn't let me in chat on this flow.
Oh yeah, it pings out really, really bad. Everybody gets mad when they get like ostracized in the Ventrilo, but someday you'll be in there and somebody will come in with mic problems and it'll blow your eardrums and you'll understand why.
I mean, I totally understand. So I mean, I just kind of go in there and kind of listen, and then if I want to say something, I'll go chat.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I don't have to worry about sending Farhan up with an account. You got him taken care of already?
Yeah, I got it taken care of.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Alright.
And I think I'm going to wrap up the program. Okay. So I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you online. Okay. Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
And that was Sassy again. I'm going to stall for a few more minutes, and let's just say no more calls unless Ted or Rebel want to call in, or any other prank call undergrounds, because I want to get out of here and go have some fun with Pindar. Well, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm sorry, Rebel, but the program's supposed to go off at 1 o'clock. And sometimes I stay on late when I'm in the mood. Usually I stay on late when I'm in a pranking mood. But tonight, I'm not in the pranking mood, and I don't feel like stalling for time, waiting for someone to call in to do prank calls. So I'm sorry, Rebel. He can't listen right now, so he's probably gonna end up calling like 20 minutes from now, like, you're not on the air anymore. But I do have to get off the air sometime. I hate going off the air with so many people listening, and I wish there were a program that could come on after me. You know, if there's somebody out there that wants to do an internet radio program and is okay with going on the air like after me, and well, actually that wouldn't work because there's no set time for me to go off the air. Shit, I hate like going off the air when I have like a lot of people listening, because I feel like I'm leaving like people hanging. And there's probably like other broadcasters out there that are cursing me for like ending the show when I have like so many listeners. Let's see who this is. Is this Rebel? KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air. Hello? Oh, somebody hung up on me. Okay, well, that about wraps it up for the program. Let me navigate to my my outro music. Thank you all for listening. I hope you, like I, feel a lot better that everything is copacetic and everybody is back with us. Welcome back, Hellbringer. It's good to have you with us. Welcome back, Atlantic Dimensions, Monkey and Richie. It's good to have everybody here, and it's good that we're all on the same page. We're on the same team. It's us against them. I'm just kidding. Anyway, until next week, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Seriously. And stay beautiful.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of the galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. We're 30,000 light years from galactic central point. We go round every 200 million years. And our galaxy is only one of millions of billions in this amazing and expanding universe. On expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz, as fast as it can go, at the speed of light, you know, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember, when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth, and pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, 'cause there's bugger all down here on Earth.